Yo ho ho, AFC East Roundtable. Welcome to yet another edition of your favorite Wednesday night NFL show. I am your host today, Dan Mitchell, and I'm not going to lie to you. I was considering not even showing up because what do I even have to say, right? I've been saying it all season. I said, you know what? Yeah, the Bills are going through the lull. It's looking bad, but you know what? The December Bills are right here and ready to go. And once again, third time in a row in AFC East Championship. We have TD right on my right now, and he is struggling through a 4-game losing streak.
Anybody struggling?
I'm very interested to hear what he has to say. There's been a roller coaster of his thoughts on Tua. We have Richie, who I recently just put out a prediction that they are going to secure the 7th seed. Sorry, Tyson.
I saw that.
And then we have Tyson, my guy, who is probably the happiest on the stream on the face of the planet.
I know you can't see me right now, but I got that. I got that Mac 10. I got that Mac 10 Glizzy. And we about to pull a drive-by on these December collapsed Dolphins.
His arch nemesis has fallen.
He's shooting blanks.
And so Tua, Tua has suffered his 30th concussion this year. So it looks like that game is going to be pretty interesting. But regardless, we have a very interesting episode today for the AFC East Roundtable. Let's go on ahead. Let's just go around the table and let's just let everyone say their piece. Starting off with our favorite TD. What's up, man?
Well, I got to be your favorite, huh? Anyway, listen, man. We ain't worried about nothing. Matter of fact, we got an even better chance of making the playoffs now. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters right now is that you, Dan Mitchell, y'all ain't winning no Super Bowl. You little bum in the basement, y'all hoping and dreaming for help. You ain't beating us. And where you at?
Don't need help.
Little Richie over there. Richie, you over there just begging. Please, Patriots, please. It don't matter. We gonna make the playoffs.
What do you mean, please, Patriots? Why am I begging the Patriots?
Because
they don't need the Patriots to.
No, I need you to beat the Patriots.
They don't.
Really?
Yeah. The way the Jets make the playoffs.
Man, Richie, it don't matter.
Right y'all ain't beating us right now for you simply.
Richie, y'all ain't beating us. That's all that matters. Y'all ain't beating us. Both of y'all little rat teams ain't beating us. Either way, okay?
We just a squirrel out here trying to get a nut.
Hey, we beat you 40-17 once without Tua. We'll do it all over again.
Man, Richie, stop now, Richie. See, Richie, I can't wait till you get humbled, okay? But don't worry about it. At the end of the day, Dan, you can sit back, look all cool, collective. At the end of the day, it don't matter. It don't matter that you won a division. It don't mean nothing because y'all gonna do what you always do.
Are you still talking, bro?
Pick the coin flip, bro.
You still talking?
Y'all going right. I'm gonna talk until y'all beat us, Tyson. I'm gonna talk until the Patriots beat us. When the last time y'all did that? Why are you talking?
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be.
Why am I talking?
Why are you talking?
Because I predicted your downfall, brother. I predicted it. Go back 4 weeks ago, before the San Francisco game. Didn't I tell you that the Dolphins weren't going to win a game the rest of the season? And where are we now? TD? You don't got a starting quarterback no more. You've lost 4 straight. You went 2-4 in December. You want to know them? You want to know the Dolphins' record in the last 100 games in December? 13-87. Your franchise is exactly where you've been every single season. And I'm sorry to tell you, TD. I'm sorry to tell you this. But how long have you been on YouTube? This is your 4th or 5th year? What is this? Your fourth or 5th year?
5th year.
Seasoned vet.
5 years you've been doing live streams of Dolphins games every single regular season game. And guess what? You're going to go your 5th season without hosting a playoff game, without live streaming your mind. You're going to be talking about the draft. Oh, my bad. You don't got no draft picks no more. Free agency. Oh, you can't do that because you ain't got no money. What are you going to do this offseason, TD?
Listen. It's so funny how he conveniently pointed out we're like 13-80 in December. Well, 13 of them wins against the Patriots and Jets.
That's
all that. That's all that. Listen, Tyson. The only thing. See, I'm willing to sit here today when we start talking about these games. I'm willing to come down and be humble and say that our team isn't what we thought they were. My quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, is a bum. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna speak today. But y'all two under me, y'all ain't got no right to say nothing because y'all ain't no better. You're not better than us, and we're gonna beat y'all, and we're still gonna get in the playoffs.
Me and Richie have a gentleman's agreement. I actually don't think the Patriots will still make the playoffs, even when we beat you. But as long as the Jets get in over the Dolphins, I will be celebrating. I know my team is trash, but as long as the Miami Dolphins do not creep their way in that playoff mixture, I am good, baby. Go Jets and go Patriots. Richie, like I said, we got a gentleman's agreement this week and next week. I understand that Jets fans don't want us to win this week, but I will be rooting all hell for the New York Jets next week.
You done lost your mind thinking any of y'all getting in over us. You done lost your mind. You done bumped your head. You should be in protocol. You should be in the concussion protocol.
I'm excited for this week because there's a lot to get into with the AFC East Roundtable. It's unfortunately the third week in a row where Dan wins and all three of us lose. Yeah. Cool. But the reality is, after that Thursday night game, nightmare, embarrassing performance, the football gods blessed the Jets because everything that needed to go our way that weekend happened to keep the season alive. And for anybody curious how the Jets make the playoffs, it's very simple. The Jets have to win both their games, which is obviously we have to see if they can do that because they're on a 4-game losing streak. And the Patriots, they just have to lose one of the next two. So even if they beat the Dolphins, then they got the Buffalo Bills. So that's all the Jets got to do. Win their last two games. Dolphins lose one of the last two games, and the Jets are in the playoffs, and Mike White's back. So the vibes are high right now, Dan, even though we're
before we get to the super chats, Richie, I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
If the Jets because if you lose this week, I think you're pretty much eliminated, right? You're eliminated if you lose this week.
Pretty much.
No matter what happens. Are you willing, even if you lose this week, to help your good buddy Tyson get to the playoffs by beating Miami that last week? Because I don't think we're going to beat Buffalo.
No doubt.
I'm going to need your help, Richie. I'm going to need
we're out of it. If we lose in Seattle, we're going after the Dolphins, no doubt.
Bro, Tyson is making an assumption. He's making an assumption like the Patriots are going to win this weekend. What is wrong with you?
We gonna beat the brakes off y'all this week. I can't wait. Teddy Bridge over troubled Dolphins waters. Are we afraid of him? Tua is 4-0 against us. I'm not afraid of Tua. I'm not afraid of Teddy Bridgewater.
Before we get into the next segment, let's get into the super chats because we have quite a few. Dan, you want to read these?
Let's go ahead and do it. First off, I really want to appreciate everyone's generosity. It definitely helps out the channel tremendously. Starting off, do you guys think Tua should play in the NFL after the season? All biases aside. I mean, I know that the media is having an absolute heyday when it comes to this. I think that it's concerning that he is in the protocol. Is this the second time? It should be the third, especially after that week 3 hit. I think that it's going to be up to him. Like, really, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think that he should take another snap this year. That's for damn sure. Like, he should definitely look out for his own personal health. And you could tell that hit that he suffered last week, his play just ended up going down. As much of a Tua hater as I am, and as much as I didn't really foresee him being like the answer in Miami, you could tell that he was just not the same player after he smacked his head on that turf. So I think that he needs to take like a long look in the mirror. And I think that if the Miami Dolphins organization has any shred of respect, that they would not risk that guy going out there again and playing football for at least the rest of the season. Like, he needs,
Yeah, I mean,
he needs some rest.
What are you going to say, TD? This is your guy.
First of all, I don't think Tua has a concussion. I'm saying that for real.
Controversial.
Listen, let me tell you something. I've already gone over the all-22. Ain't nothing happened to him after he hit his head. He got up and he said, shockingly, was throwing dimes, okay? The first pick, he just slightly overthrew the guy.
Defense.
Dimes
to the defense.
He slightly overthrew the guy, and there was a guy standing in the lane. If he would have threw it normal, it was picked underneath. He tried to get it over. He overthrew him, okay? Second pick, The guy coming up the seam, the linebacker cut it off and picked it off. These are real NFL interceptions. Now, everybody's talking about that last pick where it was straight to the guy. It wasn't straight to the guy. The corner on cover 2 dropped back in the lane and picked him off. But the reason why I say screw all this concussion crap is simply because after he threw the second one, Tua came out there and hit 5 passes in a row, and I'm talking about absolute dimes. And then the guy jumped in the lane and picked him off. And then the next day, the real story came out today. All the stuff you heard yesterday was crap. The real story came out today. The coach looked at the film and said, this is uncharacteristic, met with Tua and basically said, this is a little off, man. Maybe you need to go see the doctor. This is uncharacteristic of you. And Mike McDaniel also said he had read up on concussion since the first one, and there's all kind of signs and all kind of things. And he said he saw things, and it made him just say, should you go see the doctor? And Tua basically said, yeah, I may have had some symptoms or whatever. Then he went to the doctor. They're gonna automatically diagnose him with a concussion because he had some before. So anything he could have said, I have a headache this morning. All right, we think you got a concussion. You're diagnosed with a concussion. That's what was going to happen. All I'm saying is, even if he had a concussion, it had nothing to do with his play on the field. That man, the defense literally baited him every single time. If you go watch the replays, it was just great defensive plays, bro. It's that simple, man. I don't want to hear it no more. All this stuff out here, man. And listen, if he did have a concussion and he was hiding it from everybody for during the game, and that's on him. He got to be able to step up and make good decisions for his own health. So if he got one, then no, he shouldn't play anymore in the NFL at all because he's injury prone. He keep having them, and we can't sit here and talk about every time he played the Buffalo Bills it looked like trash, or every time he play a team it looked like trash. Maybe he has a concussion. Man, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that, man.
I did see somebody in the chat say, yeah, dude, like that concussion had nothing to do with those picks, bro. And so have you ever had a concussion before in your entire life? 1,000%.
Dan,
going to cause
then why what? Then
interception.
Dan,
1,000%.
Dan, ever since he hit his head, he had 17 plays, Dan. Come on, bro. He completed like 9 of them, and they were dimes. So where's the effect in those? These were actually going straight to the receiver. These passes outside of the first one, they were actually headed straight to the receiver. It's just that they cut them off. Come on, bro. Quarterbacks throw interceptions. Are we gonna sit here and say them interceptions Josh Allen had this year were because of a concussion?
Dude. And so the Tua hate's real, man. Like,
honestly, so hold on. Tua's not allowed. Tua's not allowed to have it. Tua's not allowed to have interceptions because if he do, it's a concussion. Then that's what you're saying.
I suppose that's a crutch, and so I can see that.
I don't get that. I don't get this notion. Yeah, but they were picks. Don't quarterbacks throw picks?
We got to shout out Cordero Lindor donating $200. We really do appreciate it, bro.
Big time.
We absolutely need to. Long-time viewer on my channel, Bills fan. Great dude. You have no idea how much this helps us out. Thank you so much. Massive generosity. Thank you. I am back. Go Bills. Hey, TD. I will spend $200 to lie. Looks like what I said at the beginning of the season coming through. And Buffalo first place and Patriots will be second in the division. Any predictions for the rest of the season, TD?
Please give him TD. Please.
Wow.
Hold on. What is he saying? I'm back. Go Bills. Hey, TD. I still spend $200 to lie. Looks like what I said at the beginning of the season coming through.
Buffalo first place, and the Patriots will be second in the division. So, like he's saying that, like he said, the Bills were going to win the division. Like I've been telling you from the beginning of the season.
And he still thinks the Patriots are going to be second?
He thinks the Pats are going to be second.
In last place.
So he's asking your predictions.
I give you a prediction. I'm going to give you a prediction. You're going to end up in the concussion protocol tonight. Something off. If you read that, something off. This man literally just said the Patriots will be second in the division. Put him in the protocol.
because
Put
it's
him in-
so
put him in the
fun that
protocol.
you come up to Foxborough in the cold, wintry weather where you're 0-4 in the last 4 games. That
Put
you,
him in the protocol.
by the way, who's undefeated against Belichick, who you won't have. That Teddy Bridgewater's going to beat Belichick. Are you out of your rabid behind mind?
Bro, I don't even feel like it's necessary to even debate you, Tyson. This makes absolutely no sense. Y'all are
Bro,
trash. You have no offense.
Playoffs.
Bro, this makes no sense. Why are we even talking about the Patriots? They don't have a shot. They don't have a shot. They are done. Everybody
the preview
knows we're
segment's
about
gonna
to
be
toast
glorious.
y'all.
Keep it
The
coming.
preview
Keep
segment's gonna be
it coming,
glorious.
TD. Keep it
And
coming.
so
Okay.
don't make us pull up the ESPN playoff machine, man.
Hey, Cordaro, want to
Man.
give another big thank you for the $200 donation. It really does.
Seriously,
No.
bro, you have no
Big
idea.
time,
We
big
love
time.
you.
No,
Big
put
time.
that
So
man in the
TD's
pro.
mad.
Y'all taking advantage of that man. Put him in the protocol. Send him his money back. Stop that now.
All
That
right,
ain't
let's
right.
get through the rest of the super chat so we can get to the next segment. Logan says
Okay.
again, Dan sits and watches his children. Oh man,
Squabble. Go Bills.
Oh,
yeah,
whatever.
we get it,
Go
Logan.
Bills, Logan.
You're on top of the world.
We'll
Love
see
you,
in the
man.
first round when y'all get bounced.
Appreciate you, Logan, as always. Alyssa, Buffalo ain't losing to Miami since he's the only team on our tier.
Oh,
Why is all the Buffalo fans out here talking about I don't want to see Miami in the playoffs?
Everybody wants to
Yeah.
see Miami right now. Where's the team in the NFL that
Thompson,
doesn't want to play the Dolphins?
welcome.
TD, what does this mean?
Iruka. What's up, TD? I don't know.
Oh, is that TD? Dolphins suck in Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
that's
last
what
week.
that is.
Haruka
Oh,
was-
my God.
Wasu.
And so I was
Ah.
about to say,
I already
yeah, I was
forgot.
about to say, like, I mean, like you said that so confidently. I thought that like you were gonna give us an analysis of what that translated into. But here
Imagine
we are.
having Hill and Waddle and still missing the playoffs. Imagine letting Matt Patricia get in the playoffs before Tua.
Oh
it
no!
ain't happening. Y'all stop promoting this delusion.
Oh no!
The Patriots are not going to beat us on Sunday. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
The
Stop.
Patriots are going to run through Miami like prune juice through a nursing home.
All right, that's all y'all gonna do today.
Whoa.
Y'all want them to, and you know it ain't. Y'all know it ain't
Patriot-
gonna happen.
They're coming
Like-
for you, TD.
like prune
Bill
juice.
Sweet, Patriots, master at work, get Bill's tat. He didn't
Nah.
make the bet.
No, he didn't make
Yeah,
that.
you-
He didn't
are
make
you
that.
nuts? I don't even think we can win against their backups. What makes you think we're going to beat them? Get the hell out of here with that. Listen, I'm going to say this right now before we get to our segment. The only hope the Patriots have, we're only going to beat Miami, so that's already set in stone. I need the Jets to lose this week, but win next week. That's the only path the Patriots have. Unless the Chiefs end up getting stomped by Russell Wilson, which is not going to happen. And if the Bills lose to the Bengals, maybe, just maybe, because Kansas City plays the Raiders next week, maybe they rest the starters in the second half because they know they can't get the number 1 seed. So that's the only hope I have.
And so against Stidham, against Jared Stidham, baby.
35% representation for the Finns. We may be trash, but we still out here. Patriots trash. Josh Allen is a trash bum. Jets irrelevant. 2 Finns.
That's the homie Triple S.
Jets irrelevant. My
20.
ass.
2 years.
We're not
Appreciate
gonna
you,
lose.
Triple
You know
S,
what
bro.
that means. 22 years.
Triple
And counting.
S.
Hey, we got a Tiger, new member of the AFC East Roundtable. Welcome,
New
welcome.
member of the channel. Appreciate
Keith,
that.
isn't Mac Jones suspended for 1 game?
Oh, he's not. I hope so. Is that breaking news? Do I got to start celebrating again? And this week couldn't get any better. I hope he is suspended for that dirty ass hit he put.
Alyssa
I hope
wants to
he
see
is. I
Miami in
want
the
that.
playoffs. Alyssa wants to see Miami in the playoffs. I'm assuming. Bills
Why would you
fan.
want to see Miami, unless you're a Dolphins fan? Why would you want to see them in the playoffs?
Malachi again, Bills, congrats on your 3rd straight division title. Y'all better
Thank
enjoy
you.
while it lasts because next year, when Bill decides to hire an actual offensive coordinator, the division will be ours once again.
That's another thing we have yet to do. I have not seen TD congratulate Dan and the Bills on the AFC East. Speaking of which you should, because you've been predicting all year that the Dolphins were going to run the East. So I personally congratulate the Bills for their 3rd straight AFC East title. TD, what do you say about that? Since you've been wrong on every prediction this entire season.
I ain't congratulating them bums on nothing. The only thing that matters is a Super Bowl. And if all of us lose, we all trash. That's all that matters. They ain't winning no Super Bowl. That's all that freaking matters. Ain't no different from last year. It ain't no different from last year. They gonna get all their high hopes, and then they gonna get bounced by the Bengals. That's simple. Might be us. We might bounce you.
Hey man, Dan,
okay.
Title. I'm happy that we got to beat you.
If we make the playoffs and we beat the Bills, are they still at the top of the mountain in the division? No.
You gotta get past the Chiefs, man.
Listen, y'all gonna be playing in wild card weekend. The Chiefs gonna win.
Man.
Y'all still gonna drop one.
Big time Jets
the Patriots gonna beat y'all.
Big time shout out to Muttville's big time Jets fan. The reason why I subbed to this roundtable, besides my boy Richie, the Tyson and TD debates are great. We winning against the Seahawks. Congratulations to the Bills on winning the divisions. Dolphins are done. Shout out to my guy.
Y'all want us to be done. We ain't done.
Love that guy so much.
Alyssa with another $5. I want to see Miami so we can blow them out.
Lie to yourself. You lie to whoever.
Malachi again. Jets absolutely suck. The Dolphins absolutely suck. And I only slightly respect the Bills. Let's go Patriots.
Thanks, Malachi.
Yo, guess what, Malachi? The Patriots absolutely suck. How about that?
Be back, baby. Be back.
Who's in fourth place right now? Who's in fourth place?
The Jets tied with the Patriots.
Hey, Richie, how y'all?
No, Richie, no. I like you, Richie. Don't you do that. Don't you dare do that. We are not tied. We have the tiebreaker. We swept you. Right. You are at the bottom of the division.
We in the basement.
Thumbnail. You in the basement.
I'm a Bills fan, and I want to see the Dolphins in the playoffs because Josh Allen owns them. The Dolphins only ever beat him 2 times.
Josh Allen trash.
Loving the super chats today. They're very ferocious. Jets are going to sign Derek Carr and make the Super Bowl next year. Book it.
Oh, don't do that. Listen,
Derek Carr.
About Derek Carr. TD, I don't know if you agree with me or not, or Rich, if you agree with me, don't sign Derek Carr, bro. He's broken. He's a broke down car. You can't repair it. It's over with. Derek Carr's career is done. He's trash.
The Jets are going to have a very interesting offseason regarding the
Richie, he's nervous, bro.
Derek Carr?
Jacob says Devontae Parker left Miami to go to the worst Patriots team in decades, and he still would rather play with Mac than Tua.
Wow.
And he still might make the playoffs.
Man, Tyson, stop lying to these people. Where Parks at, man?
Nobody lying, bro.
Where's Parks at? All
right, so that's it for the super chats for now. We're going to get to the next segment, but before we do that, guys, do us a gigantic favor. Smash that thumbs up button. We're just under 200 likes, and we have 800 people watching. Hit that like button, guys, if you're enjoying the show. We'd love doing this with you guys every single Wednesday night on the AFC East Roundtable. So please do us a gigantic favor. Smash that thumbs up button.
Smash it.
Go.
Smash the delusion is real tonight.
Let's get into the next segment, fellas. Dan, we'll start off with you.
Absolutely.
The Mojo Report. As you guys are well aware, Mojo is a stock market, a sports stock market where you're able to invest in your favorite players across the NFL. You can invest in their uprising. You can also bet on their, fall and short the stocks and make some money. So if you guys want to download the app, you can simply scan the QR code on the screen right now or go down below in the description and click the link and download Mojo. They are available in New Jersey to trade, but they are coming to a state near you very, very soon. So make sure you guys download Mojo, clicking the link down below in the description. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. So Dan, we're going to start off with the Buffalo Bills. They're coming off a win against Chicago, but they have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs trending down right now based on their performance.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, I definitely don't want to put out the conditions that occurred out in Chicago because, number one, the coldest game that this entire squad has played together throughout the past couple of years was in Buffalo and that playoff game. And so right against the Pats when it was like 5 to 6 degrees, wind was really bad. This game, not so much. Like, yes, we did end up hanging up 35 points on the Chicago Bears. However, I still feel like it is a sound investment to make sure that you invest in Josh Allen to go up, just because, these next couple of games, not only within the regular season, but also into the playoffs, it's prime time. It's prime time Josh Allen. He's about to step up and do what he does best. More importantly, Stephon Diggs, this is very interesting. I did want to talk about this during my recap and my preview segment itself, but he has been largely ignored the past 3 weeks. Not many targets. There's got to be a reason for that, right? So my number one take for this entire stream, if you need to take away anything on Monday night against the Cincinnati Bengals, Stephon Diggs is about to have a damn game. I'm talking 100 receiving, and I am talking an absolute star-studded performance. He's been ignored for the past 3 weeks. Maybe that has to do with the fact that our offensive line play has been a bit inconsistent and Josh Allen just hasn't had time to be able to wait for Diggs to get open. But that is a sound investment. The tag team duo rate of the AFC East is about to be back. So betting on them to go up is a sound investment, hands down.
Interesting stuff. All right, TD. We got to highlight Tua, even though he's not playing. Obviously, the concussion not helping him out. But we got Jalen Waddle trending up. So what's your thoughts there?
Same thing as every week, man. It's just that now you better short Tua as much as you can because, I mean, when you're talking about questioning whether he should play the game anymore, that's all you need to know. This is the second time his career has come into question. And at the end of the day, at this point, the NFL don't even like what's going on. I feel like they're going to find a way to get him up out of the league one way or another. Again, he's still who he is regardless, okay? But I would say put all your money on players like Jalen Waddle. Again, don't forget about players like Skylar Thompson, who they're developing for the future. He's the type of prototypical quarterback, just like Purdy is in San Francisco. You might look up and he may be leading that franchise for years to come. These are the guys, low risk, high reward that I would put my money into. That's what I would do to invest. So hit that QR code now, download Mojo, and go ahead. If you're in Jersey, invest. If you're not in Jersey, download it anyway so you can see what we're talking about with the way that these players' stocks are going up and down.
So, Tyson, I got Mac Jones and Bourne for the Mojo report. What's your thoughts about Kendrick Bourne going up and Mac Jones continuing?
That's because Kendrick Bourne is we had a weapon in this entire season and we never used him because he was in Matt Patricia's doghouse, which is why we need to get Matt Patricia the hell up out of here. Mac Jones is his favorite receiver. They're buddies on and off the field. It's an absolute travesty that Kendrick Bourne hasn't been used this entire season. And that's one of the only reasons why I think Mac Jones is going to have a pretty good game next week. Other than that, I have no faith in Mac Jones. Like I said, I hope he does get suspended for that dirty hit because it was a dirty hit. He did it last season against the Panthers. He did it earlier this season and he did it again. So, but like as far as the stock goes, Mac Jones is going to be the starter unless something crazy happens. So, yeah, I would invest this week because we're playing against one of the worst defenses in the NFL and the Dolphins, who are ranked, I think, 25th in overall defense. They're one of the worst defenses in NFL history. They have one of the worst defensive coordinators in Josh Boyer. They can't cover nobody. You saw what Aaron Rodgers was dicing and slicing them all Sunday. And they just have no defense. Even the $100 million man that they gave the money to ain't even showing up. And Bradley Chubb. So if you want to invest in the Patriots offense this week, I would definitely invest everything you got this week alone and invest in Kendrick Bourne and Mac Jones because we about to absolutely embarrass the Dolphins so much they might forfeit next week against the Jets. That's how bad it's going to be in Foxborough. I promise you that.
Ooh. We supposed to be going over Mojo and you talking trash, bro. Well, how many points y'all put up last time against the Dolphins? Raggedy defense.
Hey, we'll save this.
Week one is I don't want to hear that. Don't worry, I got you
for the previews. Don't you guys?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so on the Jets, guys, we got Mike White finally back. Mike. We're going to get into the recaps of that Jets-Jaguars game, but the only chance that this Jets team really has to making the playoffs is if Mike White was cleared, and thankfully, he's back. So Mike White is, of course, trending up on the market. He's up 12.65%, still only at $4.94. And if you think that he's going to have a good game the last 2 weeks, which I think he will be, that is a really, really cheap price at $4.94. So definitely invest in Mike White now before he goes out there on the field, because I personally think that even if the Jets win or lose, he's going to be having a good game, because you look at all of his games so far with the Jets this season, he's been balling out in terms of stats. The wins haven't really been there for Mike White. Besides that game against the Bears, obviously. So let's hope that turns into W's. And then Garrett Wilson, he had a bad game, but it wasn't because he had a bad game. It's because we had a freaking quarterback named Zach Wilson that does not know how to throw the football. And then we put in a fourth string quarterback, Chris Streveler, who is basically, Tim Tebow and Taysom Hill, who is like a Walmart version of that, who can basically run the ball and not throw the ball. So there was no pass attack at all against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which unfortunately hurt Garrett Wilson's stock. But now is a great time to invest in Garrett Wilson because this is his first time he's turning down on the market. He's a front runner to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. And if he does get the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, which I think he will, his Mojo price is going to skyrocket because that is a big-time accolade. And even accolades like that impact the value on the Mojo market. So at $15.15, now is the time to invest in Garrett Wilson. I promise you guys that he will be making you good money for the long run. So again, shout out to our partners at Mojo. We greatly, greatly appreciate all the support that they bring to the channel. And of course, everybody in the chat, make sure you guys check out Mojo. They got a great, great thing going. And it's been a lot of fun talking about Mojo for the whole season. Now, before we get into the recaps, we got some quick super chats to get through. Alyssa says, again, TD said Finns wouldn't lose to Niners, LA, Buff, and Green Bay. Now he's saying he won't lose to New England. You can come to your own conclusion.
That he's wrong every single year and every week.
Tyson, just wait for the previews, bro.
Charles, happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you, man. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays. Appreciate it, bro.
Finally, a nice super chat. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you,
happy
Charles.
Holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays to everyone in the chat.
Speaking of the holidays, did Dolphins fans have a nice Christmas? How was your holidays, Dolphins fans?
Bro, why you can't talk about your own team and have hopes for them? Why you
talking about we playing you this week?
Why are you always on us, bro? At the end of the day, y'all trash, and you mad that y'all trash now, so you got to take it out on somebody else.
Skin, TD? Am I getting under your skin?
No, you ain't getting under my skin because we gonna dog y'all. We gonna dog y'all, man.
Chris says, Master, why are you bagging on Mac's dirty hit, but cool with being caught by NFL cheating 4 different occasions? Not trying to stir the pot, just curious.
Facts.
To answer that, because intensely trying to hurt someone is different from stealing plays and Spygate. You don't win Super Bowls by playing, but by trying to take somebody's ankles out in their career. You don't do that. I don't care who the hell you are. That's dirty and it's uncalled for. That's why.
Good answer. Shout out Chris for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. DLW plays games. Josh Allen has 2 kids, Nick Wright and TD Finns. Love you, bro.
Man, y'all gonna see Josh Allen gonna show y'all his true self this year.
Love it.
He gonna give you that 2 or 3-pack interceptions in the playoffs. Watch.
Jets fan here. Seems like Carr Jimmy G is reality next year. Who are we feeling? Listen, man, we got a whole offseason to discuss this. Mike White has a chance to prove to, maybe be in the conversation for next year with these last 2 games. And the quarterback market is pretty crazy next year. I don't know if you guys saw who was available outside of Jimmy G and Derek Carr potentially.
A lot.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that the Jets will be definitely interested in. And it sucks that the Jets are even in this situation because all I want is a freaking franchise quarterback that I don't have to worry about this every offseason. God damn it. All right. Well, that's it for the super chats. We appreciate all you guys. Next time you bring in the super chats, we'll get to it in just a bit. Dan, let's get into the next segment, which is the recaps.
Let's go on ahead and do it. And what I do want to do is I do want to give a giant shout out to a brand new sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. And that just so happens to be Aura, right? Now, when it comes down into like data privacy and really making sure that you are as safe as possible on the internet, this company right here is hands down the #1 platform that you need to take advantage of. Now, literally, as soon as when I ended up signing up with it, I simply just searched in my email address and I saw 7 or 8 different places where somebody has stolen my login credentials and was starting to do some pretty creepy stuff. So with Aura, it lets me know who has my information, and then they remove that information from the dark web for you and lets you know when it's time for you to completely remove your password. It is such a powerful unit, and the internet's a very, very scary place. So, I mean, I definitely recommend signing up with this. And they're giving you literally a 14-day free trial, no risk whatsoever. Even if you guys just want to see if your information has been stolen, seriously, just go ahead and sign up and see. It will absolutely blow your mind. The best thing about it is that they do have a VPN. Best example is, say, for example, that I see a comment that I sincerely dislike. And so I do have a software engineering background. So what I'll do is I'll just reverse engineer your IP address and I'll figure out your name. I do it each and every single time. It's not that I would ever do anything with that, but it just sort of helps me out. That VPN will completely erase that possibility. So Aura is the place to do it. And that link is in the description. definitely hang out with it.
Or a time, baby.
Let's go.
Or a time, baby. Do it.
Love it, Dan. I don't want to get my stuff stolen. I've had a lot of those issues. I got to sign up for Aura myself.
Well, it's all in my emails. Like I get all kind of fraud
so it
things.
is, man. Like, I mean, like, you definitely need to be worried about like those things where it's just like, hey, like, sign up for like this free ebook, or like we like need your email address or your phone number for something like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, soon as when like you put in like your email or like your like phone number for anything, like you'll start noticing like these random robocallers coming in. It's insane.
Yeah, I've actually my old email.
It's Aura erases it.
Yeah, my first email I've ever made like a while ago. I don't even use it anymore. And I went on there and I saw all this stuff and I realized like it got hacked. And I was like, holy crap. And I had to change the password. I had to call my cousin who like is in cybersecurity, and he helped me figure it all out. But it was definitely scary. I'm sure Aura would have helped me out with that.
People try to start accounts and all type of things in your name.
Exactly. I
like
see
that,
like
man. So
crazy stuff.
at least
it happens. Yeah.
Trying to hack my Twitter every single day. And it's mostly Dolphins fans because they don't like what I got to say. So y'all need to stop trying this.
And so someone signed me up for a Dolphins newsletter this one time. Like, I got to get this off immediately. Absolutely terrible.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, let's get into the recaps now. Which games you guys want to talk about first?
We are going.
I want to get mine over with. I want to get mine over with.
I want to get mine over with. I want to get mine over with.
I said first. Okay, listen. At the end of the day, it was one of the worst halves I think I've ever seen by the Patriots. I wasn't surprised. The Bengals just tipped us over and put their bunghole in our teepee. That was just pretty much what happened in the first half. The Patriots made kind of a push in the second half. Joe Burrow threw a pick six, and I will admit, I will say to this day, I think he was selling. I think Burrow was selling. I don't know the point spread and Vegas. I have all types of conspiracies, obviously, but at the end of the day, we had a chance to win a game at the end. And Rhamondre Stevenson blew it again, just like he did with the stupid-ass lateral to Jacoby Myers. Rhamondre Stevenson fumbled the ball at the 20-yard line. We would have went. We had like a minute. There was like a minute 30 seconds left. The Bengals had no more timeouts. We were going to run a clock. And another thing I will say, we got all screwed again. And I know what people don't want to hear, but we did get screwed because usually when you when a ball carrier is running or it's pretty much huddled down for more than 3 seconds, it's supposed to be forward progress. The referee is his responsibility to blow the whistle on forward progress. Bro, I counted at least 7 seconds, bro. And around the 7-second mark is when the ball came loose. So now we ain't doing forward progress. Forward progress apparently doesn't exist in the NFL no more. Listen, bro, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that was the reason why we lost, because we had no business being in that game anyway. But, bro, the referee's got to do something, man, because these calls every single week, no matter what it is, they're so inconsistent. And if you can't get a call down as simple as forward progress to blow the whistle down, because like usually when people gang up on a player, you hear forward progress, and they usually do that just because they don't want to see an injury happen. So the fact that they didn't even do that for us, again, for the second week in a row, we get screwed by the refs. It should have never came down to that fumble. But at the end of the day, this loss was meaningless. Not really meaningless because I would have liked to win this game, but at the end of the day, we still control our own destiny. We win these next 2 games, we're in the playoffs. We're about to be the worst. I'm going to tell you this much. If the Patriots somehow sneak their little happy asses, their little cute little asses up in this playoffs, we're going to get curb stomped by whoever the hell we play. We might go down as the worst playoff team in the NFL history. That's how bad we are. So do I want us to get into playoffs? Yes, because I don't want to see Miami make it. But I understand what we're up against in 2 weeks against Buffalo. I understand that we really don't have a chance to win. So we got to rely on the Jets to handle our business for us. But at the end of the day, I know where this team is. We don't have a quarterback. We're in the same situation as Miami, the same situation as the Jets. We need a quarterback. And one thing I will say about Mac Jones is people ask me, why are you always trashing Mac Jones? And here's the reason why. I understand that Matt Patricia is a bum. I understand offensive line is not perfect. I understand that we haven't used Kendrick Bourne because of Matt Patricia. But at the end of the day, your job as a franchise quarterback is to elevate your teammates. You cannot be a franchise quarterback if you need everything around you to be picture perfect. You need some adversity to come. You need to handle adversity. Stop yelling at your teammates. Stop throwing his fit after every play. I understand that everything's not going to be perfect around you, but what do we see franchise quarterbacks do? Justin Herbert doesn't have the best offensive line in the world. He hasn't had the weapons all season long. He made it to the playoffs. Joe Burrow still has one of the worst offensive lines in football. What did he do last season? He elevated his team to a Super Bowl. If your quarterback, whoever the hell your quarterback is, can't elevate your team despite your deficiencies around you, if you need everything to be perfect around you for you to succeed, then you have no business being a franchise quarterback. And Mac Jones, I understand that he has had a ton of shit to deal with this season. But if Tom Brady was in this very offense, he would have elevated this team to the playoffs. I guarantee it. Joe Burrow, if he had these weapons in his offensive line, he would have elevated this team to a couple more wins and most likely to the playoffs. So what I'm trying to say is, if you look in to have a franchise quarterback, it's not about if everything's going perfect. If you have to ask yourself a question, what do we have to do to surround our quarterback with the most talent on the offensive side of the ball and everything to be perfect for him to succeed? Then you're asking the wrong questions. Your quarterback should be able to rise up and sustain that type of adversity despite not having that around him. If you have to ask yourself that question, then you don't have a franchise quarterback. End of story. And that's pretty much my end of the Mac Jones argument. He's not a franchise quarterback. He's the type of quarterback where he needs everything. He needs the weapons. He needs the offensive line. He needs the coaching around him for him to be able to succeed. And since that's the case, he's not my franchise quarterback. End of story.
Lamar don't need everything around him.
Oh man, Richie, what about you, man?
Yeah. So Jets lost on Thursday night. Yep.
That's it.
No, I'm just kidding. Listen, man, going into that game, it was like, all right, Zach, this is it. This is it. You got gifted an opportunity. You got benched, and you got lucky that Mike White got hurt because your ass wouldn't have played if Mike White. He wouldn't have played for the rest of the season if Mike White didn't get hurt against Buffalo. He goes against the Lions. He actually played a decent game against the Lions. I mean, he put up good numbers. He had explosive plays. And we're like, okay, Zach, you had some bad throws, but you had some good throws. Let's see what you can do when the whole world's watching. And he goes out there and he looks totally lost, totally incompetent. And basically the issue with Zach Wilson is simple. He lost his confidence in himself. He lost his confidence. He lost his passion for the game of football, and he just can't read a defense. I mean, all the physical gifts that he has, he cannot take advantage of because his mind is not connected to his body. And that's simple. And it's unfortunate because the kid is so talented and he has all the physical tools that you want. And I've said it on this channel. I've said it on my channel all over and over and over again. It does not matter how physically gifted you are as a quarterback. It's all about above the shoulders, being able to read the defenses, and being a leader. And we saw all those things not be the case. So it seems like Zach Wilson's time as a Jets quarterback is done. We go out there, and if you guys watch the game, what happened on the first freaking possession? I mean, Quinnen Williams returns, and he proves to be why he's one of, if not the best interior defensive lineman in football. Gets a strip sack. He's dancing on him. 12th sack of the season. We're like, let's go. We're back. Jets defense is alive. Quinnen Williams was injured against the Lions, so it felt good to see him make a play. And then the Jets offense does even get a positive yard in the red zone, and we kicked 3 points. That was the only points we scored all freaking game. And then we had Trevor Lawrence go out there just to rub it in Jets fans' face that he is obviously a very, very good quarterback, and he's playing like a number 1 overall pick. And the defense, right? The defense wasn't perfect, but they still held the Jaguars, who has been red hot offensively, to 19 points. And the reality is the Jets had to bench Zach Wilson for Chris Streveler, who was our 4th string quarterback, who led us to 3-0 in the preseason. And all of a sudden, the offense started to move with Chris Streveler. And that really, really makes you think that Zach Wilson just simply doesn't have it. And I've been supporting Zach Wilson. I've been trying to, put some optimistic vibes around him with the fan base. Like, all right, he's struggling right now. He looks bad. But what does he need to work on? Let's get behind him. Let's hopefully, think that he could figure it out. Just being an optimistic Jets fan, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, he's young. He's figuring it out. But the reality is he just simply cannot survive in this market. I think the fans are in his head. He's getting booed in his own stadium. And, Jets fans are a very passionate fan base. And if you go out there and put a product on the field like that offensively, you're going to get booed. but there's a lot of issues on that offense outside of Zach Wilson. The offensive line has been trash. The running game has been super, super bad in these last 2 games, which gets me worried because if the offensive line does not start opening holes for the run game to protect the quarterback, it doesn't really matter that Mike White's going to be out there. We'll talk about that in the preview segment, but it's not all on Zach with the offensive, issues. The run game needs to get going. And the offensive line needs to get going because that has been a big-time disappointment. You're really seeing the loss of Elijah Vera-Tucker and Breece Hall just come at you every single week now. We kind of survived, right? We beat the Bills without AVT and Breece Hall. So I'm like, okay, maybe we can survive without 2 of our potential all-pros on offense. But then we're realizing, like, wow, Breece Hall and Elijah Vera-Tucker were a big reason why we were 5-2 at that time. We were relying on the run game. Breece Hall was just playing like a rookie like we've never seen before. So it's unfortunate that those injuries are catching up, but that's no excuse. The Jets have to be able to, have that next man up mentality. The coaching staff has to do a better job. And, Mike White's back. And we're looking forward to this opportunity in Seattle to hopefully get back in the win column. But the Jets, they've lost 4 in a row. And my vibes on Friday were like the season's over. There's a 0% chance of the playoffs. Zach Wilson's done. Mike White, who knows if he's going to be healthy. And then all of a sudden you fast forward to Monday, like, oh my God, the Patriots lost, the Dolphins lost, the Raiders lost, Mike White's back. Holy crap. The Jets could actually make the playoffs. We're somehow still alive if we win our games and the Patriots lose 1. So I'm pretty pumped up for that. I am really sick and tired, though, I will say, of being happy about teams handling our business where we cannot freaking handle our own business. I'll tell you that straight up. That gets me pissed off. I don't want to be a fan that's like, yay, all these teams are losing and they have to lose, but we can't even fucking win any of our own games because we're on a 4-game losing streak. So that's it. 2 games left. You got to win this game if we have any chance in the playoffs. And I feel like Mike White returning is going to really add a different dimension to this offense because it seems like on top of his game on the field, the team rallies behind him. The team really loves Mike White. Whereas with Zach Wilson, it kind of felt like the team around him was like, oh God, here we go again with Zach. So let's hope that Mike White, ignites this team and the defense can get back to creating turnovers and we can go out there and get the dub. But all in all, man, that Thursday night game, utter embarrassment on Thursday Night Football. And you can't even make the excuse at all for the weather because Trevor Lawrence was dicing it up. And it was just really, 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 really frustrating to watch as a Jets fan getting embarrassed like that on primetime.
So I will say,
Richie, in your opinion, is he officially a bust?
Yeah, I think he's an official bust.
Who's Zach Wilson? Hey, Richie, if you know who could fix him? Adam Gase.
Adam Gase? Oh, no.
I'll say this about Zach Wilson, though. I do think that he still has the ability to succeed somewhere else. Like if another team takes a flyer on him, if they can get coached well and he's not in a big market because he does have those physical gifts. But the mentality that he has, that's what's going to make or break his career. And I don't know.
Stop, Richie. He done. He trash, bro.
There's no point in selling him, Richie.
I'm not selling him anymore.
He's been used and abused, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, you guys heard me defending him and trying to give him support because I support whoever is under center for the Jets. But reality is, he is very, very bad quarterback, and he's really looked at as one of the all-time busts in league history. So
Richie,
doesn't make me feel good saying that.
You have now drafted back-to-back busts, Sam Darnold and then Zach Wilson. I think it's time for you to realize that you guys need to go out and get a veteran quarterback for the foreseeable future.
100%.
Because I would not trust the Jets to draft any more quarterbacks. Like it's literally, I'm starting to just believe like y'all are ruining these young men's careers by drafting them.
I mean, even look at Sam right now. I mean, he's winning with the Panthers, and on top of that, where this Jets team is constructed, we have arguably the most talent in the league on rookie contracts. So we need a veteran quarterback. We cannot go and get a rookie this draft and then start him week 1 and expect us to win. Like we are ready to win football games right now. Like next season, we're ready to go all in. We just need a quarterback. And obviously you can't win in this league without the quarterback. So you're 100% right, Tyson. We're not going to go. Maybe we'll draft a quarterback and then get a guy like a veteran to start, and then we'll develop that guy behind him. But we 100% need to get a veteran, whether it's Mike White to stay here or it's another guy like a Jimmy G or a Carr or an Aaron Rodgers. We'll talk about that more extensively in the offseason. But this team 100% needs a veteran quarterback because of the talent that they got youthfully around them. And it sucks that I'm even talking about this because the best case scenario for the Jets is Zach Wilson to be the franchise quarterback, but he sucks. So there.
Let me tell you, Derek. Even though we don't like Derek Carr, let me tell you why Derek Carr is going to be appealing, because he's not going to be a trade. he's going to be a free agent.
Yeah, he's gonna get cut.
He's going to get cut. He has a $40 million injury clause if he's hurt. That's why they're benching him, because they can get out, and all he is $5 million dead cap. They are going to cut Derek Carr.
Hey, bring Geno Smith back. He's a free agent.
So
would you go after Tom Brady? Would you go after Brady?
I would not. No way.
Would you welcome
you wouldn't?
I would not go after Tom Brady, bro. I mean, look at him right now. I mean,
bro, Brady is not in the perfect. No, he ain't in the perfect situation. That is not the same team.
6 years old, like.
And go look at the numbers, Richie. Still put up 4,200 yards. Only got 9 picks, 20-some touchdowns.
Yeah,
it looks bad, but trust me, his team is the same around him.
As bad as he's looked, bro, if you go look at his late games in the fourth quarter, bro, he's still clutch. He always, for some reason, bro, when it comes to that fourth quarter, he could throw 5 interceptions in the first 3 quarters. And that fourth quarter he's still Tom Brady, bro.
What do Patriots fans do if that happens, though? Brady goes to the Jets.
I'd rather him go to the Jets than Miami. I'm going to say that right now.
Boy, you just scared him.
And I think he should go to the Jets more. And I'm going to tell you why you should sign Brady, Richie, is because you already have a dominant defense, bro. You still got some money to play around with. Brady can attract some weapons towards the Jets.
Brady loves Florida.
You guys, but I'm telling you, that would be
like
pretty
him
good.
At 46 just scares the living hell out of me. I don't know why.
You want a Super Bowl at 44? I mean,
well,
hey man, Revis went to the Patriots to get you guys a ring. Maybe Brady comes to the Jets to get us a ring. Sign me up,
man.
You sold me.
And so I see that there's no world where, when it comes to Jimmy G and being in the quarterback for the New York Jets next year, there's no world.
He's injury prone.
They better bring back Mike White in that scenario, though, because I don't trust his injuries.
And for a backup, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But say that Jimmy G could miraculously stay healthy, and so the entire year, I feel like he's your best bet.
Look how crazy it is.
We're literally the East Coast 49ers. That's what
look how crazy it is that all 3 of our teams may still be looking for a quarterback next year.
My whole life, it's been that way.
My
whole freaking life.
I wouldn't know.
All right, man. We went over.
You would know, Dan. You were right with us until you found Josh. Okay?
All right, man. We went over my game. We went over Tyson's game. Richie.
No, we didn't go over.
We didn't go over your game. Yeah,
we didn't go over
your game, bro.
Massacre.
Yeah, we already went
listen, I'll go on ahead and I'll just knock out mine real fast because I really don't have a lot to say about this game, and then we'll just save the best for last. So we'll save the best for last. So definitely scrolling through Twitter mid through that game against the Bears, I've noticed a lot of Bills fans acting like that, like we are in the basement. We've won about 5 or 6 games, and really overall, I feel like we need to recognize the resilience of this team with everything that we have gone through, with an absolute lackluster travel schedule. Some of the most crazy weather events that have happened within the town that our team is from. We are still coming out and securing dubs. Now, yes, I do understand that Josh Allen had a couple of interceptions against the Chicago Bears going into it. And then everyone's always so quick to say, oh, yeah, he leads the league in interceptions, dude. Well, let me tell you what. There's 2 quarterbacks who are also in the conversation for MVP, and one of them has 12 and one of them has 11, where Josh Allen is at number 13, right? So everyone's so quick at being like, oh, yeah, Josh Allen's turnover prone, dude. What are you talking about? But then you look at Joe Burrow, who has 11, and then Patrick Mahomes, who has 12. I'm fine with these interceptions as long as we have W's. So many people, they say wins are not a quarterback stat. I don't care if it's not a quarterback stat. I will absolutely take it. I want our team to show that we can come out with victories if our quarterback is not going out there and putting up a highlight reel sort of day. And that's exactly what happened in Chicago this past Saturday on Christmas Eve. Our running game emerged. We had Devin Singletary rushing for over 100 yards and James Cook rushing for over 99. One of the two. That is exactly what we need going into the playoffs. Now, granted, we were going up against the 27th ranked defense in the entire NFL. Very, very promising. However, I want to see that same sort of consistency. Us hanging up 35 points on any team in the NFL is something to be very happy about. Very excited about this game coming up against Cincinnati. This is going to be our absolute test, but things are looking up in Buffalo. especially with our defense. Outside of that first drive from Chicago, like our defense was largely dominant. 7 defensive players had 1+ QB pressures this entire time. And it's very, very, very promising. But like I said, we have a huge test rolling up on Monday, which we will get into here in a bit. However, and the Buffalo Bills ended up showing up once again with adversity, just slapping them in the face as far as travel and going into terrible, terrible environment and still coming out on top and securing the AFC East. Could not be happier, but now we're on to Cincinnati. TD, let's hear about your game, baby.
Yeah, I see you don't want to talk about how y'all can't stop the run either. But anyway, yeah, don't worry. It's gonna show up in the struggle.
We'll get into it.
Mm-hmm. Listen, it ain't nothing to talk about in our game. The Green Bay Packers came, they showed up, they played well. We actually played well. It's just it came down to fourth quarter, 3 interceptions by Tua because he had a concussion. That's it. What do you want to talk about? We were dominating that game. We were playing great football, and our quarterback turned it over 3 times in a row at the end of the game and just absolutely lost the game for us. That's it. There ain't nothing special about the game. There ain't nothing, no analysis. Aaron Rodgers looked better than he had all season. He started dropping a few dimes, but they didn't do anything special. We literally gifted them the ball 4 times, 3 picks in a fumble. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. But now we get to actually right our ship and make the playoffs by taking care of business in the next 2 weeks. So the Dolphins, we dropped the ball. Tua lost us the game. Tua lost the game for us, okay? It's that simple. Whether he was concussed or not, he lost the game. Outside of those 3 picks in that fumble, we played great football. We were up 20-10 and never scored again. 20-10 and never scored again. So, again, I'm not going to get this all in-depth thing of this and that and this. It came down to 3 throws. Tua was trash in those throws, and he lost the game. But we will not have those mistakes anymore. This team is ready to compete for a Super Bowl this year because we control our own destiny, unlike these scrubs below us. And we're going to control it by getting into the playoffs. Scrubs. Your teams are scrubs, bro. They bums.
40-17.
Richie, you said that to the Patriots. Bro, you said that to Buffalo.
I didn't say that to the Patriots. They didn't beat us. I didn't say anything.
All order will be restored after
40-17.
This weekend. When we win this weekend, both of y'all are out, and it's done.
I want to speak about the Dolphins game now, since TD doesn't want to give an honest take about his damn Dolphins. Listen here, you scrubs, you peasants. Y'all have controlled your destiny since you started off 8-3. TD, do you understand you were 8-3? That this will go down as the greatest collapse in the history of the NFL. In the history, you're losing out, bro. And I told you this 4 weeks ago before the Niners game. I said that your days of your Mickey Mouse little opponents, that little 5-game fake-ass win streak, that Mickey Mouse win streak, was going to come to an end. And one ended up happening. Tua got exposed against San Francisco. You got exposed against Herbert, the quarterback you should have drafted. You ended up shitting your britches against Buffalo because Tua couldn't get it done in the fourth quarter. And you shit yourself on Christmas Day in front of the entire world. You will not sit up here and tell me that the Dolphins are a better team than any of the Jets, who you, by the way, lost to Zach freaking Wilson. You got blown out by Zach Wilson, bro.
He played good in that game.
TD, every single season we are in the same situation with you. You need a game to get in the playoffs. You need a game to clinch. You need a game to do this. You need a game to do that. Dolphins control their own destiny. Yada, 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 yada. Then why are we sitting here another year in the same exact predicament as you've been in the past 3 seasons since we started this roundtable, year after year after year? And now you want us to automatically, now that you lost your starting quarterback, by the way, who blew it for you, who's a bust, who you came up on here earlier in the season talking about he's the MVP, how Tua is the best quarterback in the division, how we're going to the Super Bowl, how we're going to win a division, how we're going to be the number 1 seed. And where are you now? You're literally a game one game better than the trash Patriots. Yeah, I said it. My team is trash. You have 1,000 times more talent than the Jets. Way more talent than the Patriots have even had with Tom Brady. Imagine what Brady would have done with with Waddle and Tyreek Hill in his prime. You have all the advantages. You had a brand new coach, brand new coaching staff, a quarterback that you had to fake vote for to get into the Pro Bowl as an alternate. And you want to sit up here, you want to tell me and Richie that we don't have a chance in hell when you guys are on a 4-game losing streak? You haven't won a game in this.
On a 4-game losing streak too. When the last time y'all won a game?
It's Richie, but you guys were 8-3, bro. You were 8-3.
Tyson,
I don't understand how you can sit up here and spew this nonsense, bro.
Tyson, you said we do this every year, right? Last year, who was our last two opponents?
The Titans. And the last game of the season didn't matter. The last game of the season didn't count. You were eliminated.
Guess what? The last two opponents last year were the New England Patriots and the New York Jets.
That game, the Patriots didn't matter, bro, because you were eliminated.
And this year it matters, and it ain't no difference since you want to bring up history. And we
it is a difference. You're not eliminated yet. You're not eliminated. You were eliminated last year.
It doesn't matter. We still got to play y'all two bums. We won't get in easy.
TD the last game of the season last year.
I thought we played the Jets last year, or was it Buffalo?
No, you did not.
No, it was not.
No.
The Jets played Buffalo last game.
Well, it was the week before the last, and we had the Patriots the last then.
Yeah, it wasn't the Jets. We versed you guys.
You were eliminated week 18, TD. You were eliminated from the playoffs because Tua stunk it up against the Titans. And guess what? You were on the 7-game.
The only thing that matters is we're not going to lose to y'all, bro. That's all that matters. We're not going to lose to y'all. Why do we have
to freaking bridge over troubled waters, bro? That's another thing. You have an argument against me if Tua was starting, but he's not starting. He can't save you, bro. And you should be ashamed. Listen, TD, you should be ashamed of yourself. How you can sit up here and trash Tua after this entire season being on the Roundtable, hyping this dude up, and now you want to go ahead and flip-flop like Tua was the problem the entire time, bro? Get the hell out.
Hold on. Don't spew them lies. Nobody say he was the problem the entire time. He was the problem in this game. I told you Tua was the best quarterback in the division for them 5 weeks.
During this losing streak, what's the number one reason for your losing streak?
Tua.
It's Tua. Exactly.
Okay. I call it how it is. When he was playing great, he was the best quarterback in the division. He was playing the best football. When he playing like trash, he playing like trash.
Okay. I'm gonna say this because I know we got to get to our game, but I'm gonna say this. TD, aren't you tired, bro? Aren't you tired of doing this every year, bro? Looking like a damn fool, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of felt bad for you on Christmas. I really did. Because I'm like, I don't feel bad for any other Dolphins fans besides T because he's actually passionate and he puts work and effort in his team, unlike a lot of other content creators. But I feel bad for TD. But TD, you get on here every week spewing your nonsense. You can't just accept the fact that the Dolphins just might be cursed, bro. Like, the Dolphins just might be cursed. Like, this how does this happen to you every year? It doesn't happen to the Jets. I mean, when they're trash, they just trash. And the Patriots, it doesn't never happen to us. Even the Bills, this type of their shit happens in the playoffs. So I'll get to the Bills later on. But your shit happens before you even get to the dance. You trip and fall. You have an accident before you even get to the prom, bro. You can't even get to the prom.
Tyson, I get what you're saying, but this year is different. We played the Patriots and the Jets to end the season, bro. We played the Patriots and Jets to end the season. We are making the playoffs, bro.
So you really think that Skylar Thompson is going to score more than 10 points against the Jets defense?
First of all, Teddy is the starter, and if Skylar was playing and he actually prepared for the game, they both putting up 40.
The last time the Jets were
you started 3-0, bro.
All I heard.
I'm going to remind you. The Dolphins started 3-0 with Tua. Tua had and he missed the game. What happened? The Dolphins proceeded to lose 3 straight games with Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson, bro. Don't try to sell us these fake ass.
Bro, the O-line was the reason, bro. They were the most.
Give me a break.
The Miami, bro.
All I heard leading up to that Jets-Dolphins game is, oh, we don't need Tua in this game. We got Teddy Bridgewater, and if he's trash, we got Skylar Thompson.
They were the most.
Skylar Thompson's the new Tom Brady. Teddy Bridgewater has all these players, and you got washed in the fourth quarter.
Keep that energy in
Wilson.
Keep that energy in 2 weeks, Richie.
Well, we got to get through Seattle first before I can keep that energy, but hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, I'm keeping that energy this week. This is my Super Bowl, goddammit.
Yeah, it could be. And guess what?
And guess what? Up Skylar Thompson and Teddy.
And guess what?
And then
this your Super Bowl.
Like, we didn't have Tua.
This your Super Bowl without Brady. Get ready to feel like the Buffalo Bills.
I'm gonna tell you, bro, you see that banner in the background? I'm replacing that banner with your entire schedule start with the 49ers.
And so this right here, I'm gonna go out on a limb on this stream right now. The 7th seed will be the New York Jets. The 7th seed will be the New York Jets.
Man, I don't want to hear from you, bro.
Let's go, Dan. Let him know.
I don't want. Listen, as long as it's not Miami, I can agree with that. I can capitulate.
You can capitulate. Yeah.
That means
as long as the Dolphins aren't in the playoffs, I can agree.
Y'all ganging on me intentionally, bro. Y'all just ridiculous.
So Richie and Tyson will both agree with me. The Dolphins will not make the playoffs this year.
Dan, you're a sucker, man. Dan, I can't
stand investigated again. They might take away your draft picks for 2025.
You will not see Miami there, and it's because of the mismanagement of the health of their quarterback, Tua.
How did we mismanage him?
Where was the spotter at? Don't y'all have your own spotter for concussion?
Bro, nobody still knows when he quote unquote suffered a concussion.
It was that hit. That when he got sacked at.
Man, if that's the hit, he need to retire. I'm done. I'm over it.
All right, let's get.
I have a question, TD. If he was concussed, why didn't your coach pull his ass out the damn game?
Because he was still throwing dimes.
No, to the other team.
No, go watch the film, Tyson. I'm telling you, bro. Right after that hit, everything was fine. He was still executing. He was still making plays. He just threw the picks.
So you're saying that he's lying. You're calling Tua a liar.
No, I don't care what he is. I know I went over the film, and Tua, after that hit, was still throwing dimes. Threw a pick. Dime. Threw a pick. Dime. Pick. I mean, come on. Go watch the film, bro. The all 22. It's there. He was, and I'm talking about, you know me, I get on Tua. And Tua was throwing dimes that I couldn't believe he was throwing. I'm telling you, bro, something ain't up, man. Something not up. Because at the end of the day, I saw this man making, maybe he was concussed. Maybe that's why the dimes were so pretty. I don't know.
They literally, didn't they confirm today, your coach confirmed today he was concussed, bro? He was concussed. It was confirmed.
No. Listen, Tyson, if you have a history of concussions and you go to a doctor and say you're having headaches right now, they're going to diagnose you with concussions. Ain't no CT scan said, yeah, look at the concussion right there. That's not how it worked. They diagnosed you.
Am I wrong? But didn't they ask him? They brought up the fact that they asked him about a certain interception that he threw, and it was complete. And he brought up another interception. Apparently his mind wasn't all right at post game, so that kind of confirmed that maybe something was wrong with him.
Listen, all I know is the man was throwing some dimes after the quote unquote head injury.
All right, let's get to the super chats. For sure. Shout out Charles, another $10. Says Kara's fallen off a cliff and Jimmy can't stay healthy. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's going to be a lot of conversations to have regarding the Jets and the quarterback situation that they got in the offseason. You can make a case for both of these quarterbacks and others. And it still pains me to have to do it, but it's the reality. Chris says, what's up with Patreon? It's not showing y'all are live. Chris, we're going to be putting the link in the Patreon in just a little bit for all you guys to get in to the stream to do the Q&A segment. I have not uploaded the link to the stream yet. So if anybody are Patreon members and wondering how do we join, don't worry. That will be posted soon. And if you guys want to join the Q&A segment, you guys know the drill by now. Click the link down below, which is the Patreon link. Become a member, and you will get access to the Q&A segment in just a bit after our next edition. We got another donation. This is $17.14. Let's go Buffalo. Pats are okay. Jets are decent. And Dolphins just suck.
First off, and so I do want to say, how far has the Bills and Patriots fan base, have gone? For the longest time, Bills fans despised the Patriots for the longest time. But now it's the Dolphins that, we just want to see lose.
Because you're scared of us.
People
Because
thought I was crazy years ago.
It doesn't make
People
sense.
thought I was crazy. Now, why do you hate the Dolphins so much? They haven't done anything.
Because you're scared.
Fan base is reason enough for my hatred, bro.
Exactly.
Like people keep asking me, why do you hate the Dolphins so much, bro? Bro, just go on YouTube and just Google Dolphins fans. Go on Twitter. Go on Instagram, bro. This is the most delusional. They hate themselves. That's another thing about Dolphins fans. They can't even get along with each other, let alone anybody else, bro. They eat themselves alive.
Hey, stay out of our house. Stay out of our house. Don't worry about what's going on in our house.
I don't know, Master at Work. Y'all were okay in Tom's record. LOL. I don't know what he's referring to about Tom Brady.
I have no clue what he's talking about. But
that super chat came in a while ago, so I think that's when we were talking about Tom Brady. Not too sure.
No.
John, great member of the channel with the $10, says, me and the boys love this channel. Y'all should check out the Rage on Bills channel too. He's new, but his content is straight. Maybe have him on someday. All love, guys. Go Bills. Dan, you familiar with
we welcome all content creators.
And so
as long as you don't copyright strike us.
And so I'm looking him up now. I will reach out to him personally.
Yeah, we are welcome any content creators on the channel, and we appreciate all the support. Thank you, John.
Long as he knows Josh Allen's trash, we're good.
You wish, TD. Thank you again, John. We appreciate the love. Midnight Hood Strikes Back joins the AFC East Roundtable membership program. Welcome, welcome. Ismael with another $2. I think Zach won't read an NFL defense unwilling. Yeah, that's definitely his biggest issue is the mental ability to process an NFL defense, and that's going to make or break his NFL career. And it's pretty much broken at this point. And I think, let's see, another one from Ismael. Jeffa says Josh is trash in PO's playoffs, but 14-1 TD int ratio.
Where the Super Bowls?
Wait, he has a 14-1 touchdown. What?
In the playoffs?
That can't be right. That can't
Yeah.
be right.
Can we put the Super Bowls
Dan,
up?
you're muted.
Yeah, he should be muted.
You tell me he has 14 touchdowns and 1 interception in his playoffs? I don't believe
So
that.
his career. No, it's true.
So he only has 1 interception. He's only thrown 1 interception in the entire playoff career.
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Man.
And can't win a Super and can't call a coin flip right. Boy, I put that stat up there.
Winning while Josh
put that
is playing
stat
bad
up.
is what we need.
Put that stat up
They
there.
want
Put
to
the
win
coin
while
flip.
Josh plays bad. Interesting.
0-1 on coin flips.
Charles, another $10. Someone in the chat said something about Minshew to the Jets, possibly.
Well, I'd take Gardner Minshew.
I'd take Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew's
over
another
a lot of
possibility.
people.
Hey,
So
man.
I would take Gardner Minshew over a lot of people.
I'll chew the shoe.
Give me a Mike White, Gardner Minshew quarterback competition.
Over Josh
And just
Allen.
know- And just no Lamar Jackson in the AFC East.
Bring him home, Lamar. Come
That's
on.
all I ask.
Don't
That's
worry,
all
Lamar
Dan.
liked to,
No Lamar
Lamar
Jackson
liked to
in
post
the
about him
AFC.
coming to the Jets, so it's already confirmed, Dan. Lamar to the
Yeah.
Jets.
He ain't like no post coming to y'all.
It was probably fake, but I thought it
He
was funny.
coming home.
Bears only had 80 rushing yards against the Bills. And and they were one of the best in the league.
So that
They
was
must be
because TD was
throwing the
just
ball.
like, yeah, y'all have a hard time stopping the run. Yes,
Y'all
we do.
know y'all do.
By that, we do, but as soon as we start blowing teams out by 3 scores, you
They got to pass.
anymore, so it really don't matter.
Zach, thank you for the $2. We appreciate that. Matthew, what is TD talking about? The Bills defense is giving up the 4th fewest rushing yards per game this season.
Man, you use your eyes. The Buffalo Bills, what did we do to y'all? We ran the ball up and down the field on y'all at will. It couldn't be stopped. And I saw plenty of games. Y'all can't stop the run up the interior. That is a fact. And anybody who is a real Buffalo Bills fan know that y'all struggle with the run. But Dan is right. You take advantage of a few turnovers, you get the score up. They got to stop running, and they got to throw the ball. It is a fact that the Buffalo Bills struggle in the run. That ain't me hating on y'all. Like I hate on Josh Allen, admittedly. Y'all have problems stopping the run, bro. Period.
TD is huffing paint. Bills are ranked 4th in run defense. Master at Work, please continue the video gold when it comes to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Listen, bro, after this live stream, go check out the Dolphins 23-year history of absolute failure. There isn't a franchise.
It's a documentary.
Detroit Lions, bro.
Interstellar, baby.
Other than the Detroit Lions, that's had an absolute failure at everything possible when it comes to football operations than the Miami Dolphins. But TD wants us to believe that this year is different when they're on a 4-game losing streak.
Beat us Sunday, then talk.
Gonna beat the brakes off y'all.
When we shut your mouth on Sunday, I don't want to hear nothing else from you.
It's gonna be a funeral, bro. We holding a funeral service for the Dolphins on Sunday.
Tiger says, TD, your Dolphins are a joke. They are the entire circus of the NFL.
Yeah, who does he represent? What team is his?
This looks like a Steelers logo and a Clemson logo.
Well, we beat y'all too. How about that?
Good reminder, TD. You have no first-round draft pick, and if Tua keeps getting injured, you guys are screwed. This is basically your Hail Mary. Go Bills.
Hater. You'll see. Y'all going to be real sad when Lamar here next year.
Coming for your throat.
Everybody can come at me today, but we're going to see next week.
11-1 Chubb trade. TD was popping champagne. Look at him now. 22 on 23 years. You reap what you sow, partner.
He's right. Yeah, I give it to him on that one. When we got Chubb, it was over, but got done.
Oh, man. Jets, Jets, bro. Everyone be dissing the Jets. They be hating us like we never been through this pain. We are Jets fans, bro. Facts. That was the one thing that I took away from on my Thursday night live stream when I'm talking to you guys in the chat, all talking shit about the Jets when we were losing, and you're like trying to get underneath my skin. I'm like, bro, do you think this pain is new to me? You don't think I know how to handle this misery and this embarrassment? This is all I'm used to it. It sucks, but all the hate and all the people dissing the Jets, I'm completely used to it. I started this freaking channel when we hired Adam Gase. You don't think I know what it's like to go through misery?
He was born in the darkness. He was molded by it.
I was molded by the darkness. I mean, come on. Shout out to this man because he knows the vibes, man. Appreciate the $5. You represent Jets fans well, man. Who Day? Uh-oh, they're coming for you, Dan.
Oh, no.
They stole that from the Saints. Don't let them say Who Day. They stole the Who Dat from the Saints and made it Who Day. Y'all are a bunch of swagger jackets, bro. Come up with your own shit.
Swagger jackets.
TD, where are the Finns playoffs? None, right?
Oh, we on the way. Don't worry. We're on the way. I see you, Dan, with that teal behind you, that dolphin teal.
So you gotta stop wearing teal for your scrubs, man. Yeah.
Matthew with the $10.
No more. Throwing them all out tonight.
TD said on his podcast that acknowledged Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the division. TD needs to stop being delusional and start.
Listen, me saying Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the division ain't saying much. It ain't saying much. That bum can still be a bum and be the best in this division at this point.
That's unfortunate. He also says go Bills and hope the Jets and the Pats beat the Finns.
It ain't happening. Y'all can hope all you want.
Ismail again, but Miami lost the Bills, run down 50% in the second. He's got a point. All right. Well, that's it for the super chats for now. We're going to get into all the rest of the super chats as they come in. We appreciate all the support, guys. Everybody, do us a gigantic favor. Once again, smash that thumbs up button if you did not already. Let's get to 500 likes. Is that possible? We're at 365. We have 964 people watching. Please hit that thumbs up button, guys. Let's get it going. We appreciate that big time. So our next segment is going to be Easy Money. Let's freaking go, Dan.
Z Money. Okay, listen, when it comes down into player prop betting platforms, PrizePicks is hands down the #1 platform on the face of the planet. I know that I myself and all three of these gentlemen use it on a regular basis. And let's just say that we have had our share of some winners. Okay, it's so easy to use. Simply all you do is just pick anywhere between 2 to 6 players. And as long as you predict correctly based off of the projections that PrizePicks has in place, then you have the ability and capability of making some huge returns. So with this segment, Easy Money, we like to go on ahead and put together the AFC East Roundtable's perfect parlay, where we choose a player or two from our team and then see whether or not that we can actually cash in. Okay, so Richie, I kind of want to hear from you first, man. Right? Jets, Seahawks. What are some of your go-to bets for this weekend? Oh, no, there's no Jets. There's no NYJ.
They play in the 4 o'clock window, so I guess they don't have the Jets yet. I wonder if they have the Buffalo Bills because they play on Monday.
Let's see if the Buffalo Bills play in BUF. Okay.
So,
the Bengals,
man, I can tell you right now, with Mike White returning, it changes the entire dynamic, especially for Garrett Wilson. I mean, if you're a Garrett Wilson fantasy owner, I know you're disappointed from his performance last week, but that's not going to happen again because we got Mike White. And ever since Mike White took over, Garrett Wilson has been playing like one of the best wide receivers in the entire league, let alone as a rookie. So whenever that total comes out there, I'm assuming it's going to be like 55.5. You smash the over. And I guarantee you Mike White will hit the over on his passing yards as well because win or lose, Mike White puts up numbers. The run game has been struggling, which means they're going to air it out. And unfortunately, we cannot tell you what the yards are going to be right now, the projected totals, but I guarantee you it's going to be around like Mike White at 215. Hit the over on Mike White, hit the over on Garrett Wilson. I trust the passing attack. I would stay away from the running attack, stay away from guys like Michael Carter and Zonovan Knight, maybe take the under on them. But when it comes to, Mike White and Garrett Wilson, those are the two guys I consider taking the more on because whenever Mike White has played football this season, whether they win or whether they lose, he's averaging around 317 yards per game through the air. And that is something that I definitely am considering on doing when the Prize Picks New York Jets bets come to fruition. Unfortunately, we cannot show you guys what it is right now.
Yeah. Like I said, there's no Bills or Bengals players available to pick on, but like once you do sign up for the site, and by the way, I didn't mention this, signing up and using our code AFC East, they will match $100, 100% of your initial deposit all the way up to $100. So definitely scroll through and wait until some of these other players get released. I always hate betting against my own team. I still feel like the Bills are going to beat the Bengals going into it. But if there's a T. Higgins spot, say that T. Higgins on the Bengals is there, whatever his receiving yards are at, hit the over because I can almost guarantee you that Dane Jackson is going to be lined up against him. Maybe it's Elam, but that kid is going to eat. That Bengals offense is pass first. They're very good. And I have a feeling that their offensive coordinator is going to try and target the one weak spot within our secondary going into it. So with the T. Higgins, probably a safe bet. From there, I would probably also go with the Stephon Diggs over. Like I said previously in this episode, he's been largely ignored for the past 3 games. I have a feeling that we are about to open up the playbook for him because we need him when it comes down into going up against one of our most formidable opponents that we have literally went up against this entire season. So a Stephon Diggs over is probably there as well. With Josh Allen, I would stay away. And so their defense is sort of hit and miss, but definitely a Diggs over in receiving yards and a T. Higgins over in receiving yards should be some easy damn money.
So can I just quickly give my Jets a shout out? Because, I mean, all you haters out there saying P.I. Merchant sauce, what do you notice from Justin Jefferson here?
One lucky game, Richie.
So, averaging like 150 yards a game, but when you verse the Jets secondary and Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, he gets 45 yards. I know he lost the game. Should have won it, by the way, if Braxton Berrios caught the ball. But I don't know. It just caught my eye that Justin Jefferson torches every single defense he goes up against besides the Jets. I mean, we're talking about the best receiver in football, TD. Come on. Put some respect on our name.
You need to stop, Richie. You really need to stop. All y'all need to stop. Y'all have been
Luke,
y'all have really
trash.
Y'all have really been on one tonight.
All right, well, let's see what we got on the Dolphins side. So what do you like on the Prize Picks bets for the Dolphins? And there's none. So
I would take 2 on the under.
They don't have the bets, TD, so give us your projections of like, would you want to take the Teddy over or Tyreek, but we don't have the totals yet.
Yeah, we don't have them, but you could always bank on Tyreek over. It's just a good bet. I mean, the entire season he probably didn't go over maybe 3 times. It's just a good one to select on every single week. Okay, Tyreek. Oh, and it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. When Tua got hurt early in the season, Tyreek had one game where he put up 180 yards. Okay, and that was with Teddy Bridgewater. So, and like Tyreek's been around here walking around gloating to keep the team positive, saying it don't matter who at quarterback, I'm still gonna get mine. So there you have it. Tyreek Hill is the guy to go with on Prize Picks every chance you get.
Yeah, man. Again, if you want to download Prize Picks, you use our code AFC East. Unfortunately, they don't have the AFC East projected totals just yet. But if you sign up today using our promo code, they match 100% of your deposit up to $100. And my favorite part about Prize Picks is you guys making the money and sending it our way. We have a Discord link down below in the description. You guys can join where we all talk. So you guys can send in your Prize Picks bets there. You can tag us on Twitter. And I love seeing you guys win some money because that means that we're helping you out because we're giving you free money. Remember, you sign up, you get free cash. You put $10 down, you get $10 of free bets. You put $50 down, you get $50 of free bets. So make sure you take advantage of this promo code AFC East to win you some money today because I've been making some money. TD's been making some money. Tyson, Dan, and a lot of you guys are. And again, if you don't know what to do, hit us up on Discord. Hit up the AFC's Roundtable subscribers because we had a really healthy group over there on the Discord and on Twitter. So we can all be in this together. If you guys use our code, tag us on Twitter. Love to see all the winnings that you guys got. And I love that me shouting out Sauce just riled up the whole chat because everyone's jealous.
Hey, but a lot of people have been winning though, Richie, on Prize Picks, bro. On Christmas, they sent me all kind of screenshots. Like a lot of people made their first deposit of $10 and put it on there, and a whole bunch of people were sending me how they won $250. It's crazy, man. Some people were even more when they did the little teaser for 33 times, man. So I'm happy for those who have been winning on Prize Picks. Congratulations. Hey, keep getting that cash.
Love that. Love that. Again, guys, if you use the code, let us know in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. All right, so we're going to get into the super chats, and then we're going to get into the preview where TD and Tyson will be
battling it out.
Justin, TD, I know you shit on Tua all the time, but don't let these bums push you around. Just like Pats fell in week 1, they will fall again. Fins up.
They know, bro. Tyson knows. He's just hyping up the moment right now. He knows his fate.
Yeah, my fate is to knock you out.
It ain't happening, bro.
Ismail again. Josh, best in AFC East, not much, but top 5 in the NFL.
Win an MVP.
Utah Jets fan. Tua doing his best Zach Wilson.
So I want a Super Bowl instead.
No, was it Josh supposed to win an MVP this year?
I don't care about an MVP. I want a Super Bowl.
You ain't getting one, Dan.
The MVP curse is real. And so the MVP curse is real.
You're not getting one, Dan. You're not getting a Super Bowl, bro.
Utah Jets fan says Tua doing his best Zach Wilson impression. Yeah, it was kind of Zach Wilson like in that fourth quarter. Maybe even a little worse.
It wouldn't that worse, no.
I mean,
quote unquote concussed Tua is better than Zach Wilson.
Quote unquote.
Yes, I'll make sure I say that.
Quote unquote. All right. So the moment everyone's been waiting for, we have made it to the preview segment that is presented by BETUS, who is the proud sportsbook sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. Now, obviously, you guys know this is a segment where we really get into it. And, of course, when we have members of the AFC East Roundtable go after each other, we're going to save them for last. So we're going to go into the Bills game first, Dan. You got a big game. I think this is the
huge game,
probably the biggest game of the weekend. Primetime football. And I'm curious because the last time I checked, the line had a very even. It had the Bills favored by like a point. So let's go check that out.
Before you do that, somebody in the comments asked the Discord link is expired. It's because I put the same Discord link that was expired in the description. So if you want to join the Discord, just go to our channel and it's in our description. Like we have it on Linktree. You'll find a Discord link on our channel. So
yeah, for sure. So really going into Monday night, right? Like Bills and Bengals, this is going to be everything that Bills fans need answered as far as how are we going to perform in the playoffs. This is going to be, in my opinion, one of the biggest heavyweight bouts that we have seen this year. Would not be surprised if this is like top 3 games of the entire year going into it. It's going to be an absolute shootout.
So you're favored by 1 point, Dan.
And so we're going up against 2 teams that are very, very pass heavy. And so the Bengals, they really don't run the ball too often, and they really don't utilize play action a lot. But at the same time, man, like when you look at their receivers, like they have like the best trio in the entire NFL, right? Between Jamar Chase and then T. Higgins and then Tyler Boyd. Those 3 are absolute animals. So this is going to have to be a game where our defense really needs to step up and do whatever they possibly can to make sure that we could limit the bleeding. Now, there's several coverages that Joe Burrow can absolutely carve up. Number one, don't blitz that guy because he's going to absolutely destroy you. But statistically proven, he struggles a bit more when it comes down into physical DBs and a cover two scheme. That's where the Bengals have got this year thus far. So my biggest concern was having Dane Jackson out there. He is like our 6th round CB from a couple of years ago. He's been getting burnt. Most quarterbacks target him on a regular basis. He's going to be going up against T. Higgins, who, in my opinion, was probably the biggest Pro Bowl snub this entire year. And my thought process is that if McDermott needs to do anything, we need to put our first rounder Elam on that guy. He's physical. Yes, he does draw some penalties, but in order for us to be able to limit the bleeding when it comes into that wide receiver room, we need to be physical. With Trey White being out there, that's definitely making me sleep a hell of a lot better at night going into that Monday night game. Our defense needs to absolutely step up. Now, their defense is definitely not highlight reel, like the best in the entire league, but I think what the Buffalo Bills need to do is that we need to continue to make sure that we go off of the momentum that we established in the run game against the Bears this past Saturday. Now, they have a bit better of a run defense than the Bears going into it, but the key here is to be able to establish any type of play action, because that's how we're going to be able to get on top of these guys. Get Stephon Diggs involved. Get Cole Beasley involved. There's mismatches on this defense that can be taken advantage of, and the Buffalo Bills need to go out there and absolutely capitalize. Biggest thing, this goes without saying, we cannot turn the ball over. We cannot turn the ball over. If Josh Allen throws a single interception this entire game, you heard it here first, then we're going to lose this game.
Y'all losing.
Perfection. We need perfection when it comes down into smart and complementary football. Last time I checked, this game has some pretty favorable weather conditions. Not too cold, no precipitation,
In
ready
Cincinnati?
to go. Yeah, surprisingly, I think it was like 50s, high 40s, something like that, like no wind, nothing. So that's going to be something that we really need to be able to take advantage of. Get that passing game going, get that play action game going, and just feed the ball to Devin Singletary and James Cook until they stop you. I think that this game is literally going to be decided by a point. Really. I really hope that it's not in overtime because my blood pressure simply just can't handle it. But I think it's going to be one of those games that come down to the wire. And I think that the Buffalo Bills are going to come out on top and then secure that number 1 seed, as long as Russell Wilson can go on ahead and beat the Chiefs the day before. So we're going to cross our fingers there.
That's not.
And do me a favor. It's not happening. It might. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed right here. Let me see the money lines there. So we're favored by
1.
Okay, let me see what else we got here.
That's minus 120 for the money line for the Bills. It's even for the Bengals.
Dude, say that I'm putting anything the over 1,000.
What about the alternate point spread? How much? Obviously, you have the Bills winning.
The alternate point.
The alternate point spread.
I'd feel comfortable with minus 2. I'm just gonna give them 1 more point. That's it.
Right.
Just 1 more point. It's gonna be that close. Say that I'm putting money down on anything, it's gonna be the over. Something like this is gonna be an absolute shootout. There's way too many mismatches, and so on the Bills side, and so the secondary, and there's way too many mismatches on the Cincinnati Bengals side as well when it comes to the secondary. So hammer the over at 49.5. It's gonna be
ladies and gentlemen, pick the Bengals to cover and cover big. You might as well all change that spread as well. Okay, it might as well be -10 Bengals. The Bengals are about to run straight through the Buffalo Bills and blow them out and make everybody scared of them in the playoffs. The Bengals might be the best team in the NFL right now, and that is, and I ain't trolling. They might be the best team in the NFL right now, and they are about to obliterate Buffalo at the perfect timing going into the freaking playoffs. Joe Burrow is about to, by far, outplay that bum Josh Allen.
Joe Burrow.
You're going to learn his name very well this weekend. Don't worry.
It's not going to happen.
And I'm not concussed.
Tyson, what you got in that game?
I need whatever result to happen to where we can try to trick the Bills into resting their damn starters next week. So if that means they got to lose, then that's so be it, bro. I really don't care who wins this game. To me, the Bills need that number 1 seed, though. I don't see how. The Bills are just they really need it because they don't want to go to Kansas City for the AFC Championship game. So if I'm the Bills fan, you guys need to win out. And if you guys win this game, and by God Almighty something happens and Russell Wilson turns into old Russell Wilson and starts cooking against the Chiefs, that's the only way I think the Bills will rest their starters is if they got their number 1 seed on lockdown. So I'm hoping and praying that the Bills win this game and the Chiefs get upset because then who's your backup? Case Keenum, right?
Yep. It's Case Keenum.
I'm hoping that we get to see Case Keenum in that last game of the season. How pissed would Richie be if the Jets win and they just need the Patriots to lose that last game and we play their backups?
Bro, if the Jets win out and finish 9-8, and the Patriots also went out and finished 9-8, and we missed the playoffs because of that tiebreaker, Tyson, that's gonna sting so much.
So Richie,
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that this weekend, Richie.
So Richie, you need the Bills to win, the Chiefs to win, and the Dolphins to win.
Well, no, I basically just need, first of all, the Jets to win their games because that's most important.
Yeah.
And outside of that, we only
need
the Pats to lose one.
It's just the Patriots.
I mean, the Patriots can win against the Dolphins, and then they can lose against the Bills, and we'll still be in, hypothetically, if the Jets take care of their own business. Right?
I'm confused. So oh, well, that's because that means y'all would beat us, but that ain't happening either, so it don't matter.
I'm saying, hypothetically, if the Jets win the last 2 games of the season, all they need is the Pats to lose one of the last 2, and they're in the playoffs. So,
the reality is, if any of us go undefeated, we're in.
Unless the Pats go undefeated too, which is possible. Anything can happen. Jets luck, they finally get clicking, and the Patriots get hot too, and we're both out of it. But all right. My thoughts of this game is simple. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be one of those games, late in December that the whole world's watching, Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow, and it's going to be exciting, man. I think it's going to be one of those electrical games that's high scoring. It's going to be 30+ apiece. And I just think that it's going to be a show, and I think it's going to be a really fun game. And I don't know, I think, the Bengals 7 in a row, 8 in a row. So they're red hot right now, and Joe Burrow's playing like a quarterback that is playing with vengeance. He's playing with something to prove, and he's got Jamar Chase. He's got his weapons there. I know that their right tackle is done for the year, which is definitely not going to help Joe Burrow, but he went to the freaking Super Bowl last year without an offensive line, so he knows how to handle those pressures. So the reality is I think it's going to go down to the wire, but I do have the Bills squeaking out the W in the end. But I think it's going to be a very entertaining game, and I'm really excited to watch it. Hopefully watching it with a smile on my face after the Jets beat the Seahawks. Let's go. And I need Buffalo to be playing for something in that last game in case the Patriots do beat the Dolphins. So I don't know. I'm rooting for the Chiefs. And even if the Bills win, they still have something to play for to get that number 1 seed. All I need is the Bills to be playing for something in that final week.
It's crazy that we're all still in it this late in the season.
Alive.
I know it's an absolute miracle that the Dolphins led us in this situation because they're so trash.
Seriously, no, we situation if the Dolphins won.
We gave y'all a little charity. That's all. We extended a little love. Now we finna smack you on your behind and see you on your way.
Hasn't made the playoffs in 6 years is giving charity. Get out.
Yeah, whatever. Well, you know what? You're gonna take that L this weekend. That's all. That's all that matters. All right. Sick of you, man. You'll see.
All right, so let's get into the Jets and the Seahawks game before we get into the game that everyone wants to talk about, which is, of course, the Dolphins versus the Patriots. All right, this is it, Jets 7-8. Both teams, Seahawks and Jets, are 7-8. Now, this game has a lot of implications for both teams. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but Jets fans and Seahawks fans, we have a unique rivalry that comes back to that Jamal Adams trade. And then now it's like, oh, Tariq Woolen is the defensive rookie of the year, not Sauce. And it's like a big rebuttal. You know, they have a lot of former Jets players on their team. We have a bunch of former Seahawks on our team. Saleh was on the Seahawks coaching staff during the Legion of Boom days. So there's a little miniature rivalry amongst the fans, not the team. It's more the fan base. So that's going to be a fun matchup. And, of course, Geno Smith. I mean, we're versing Geno Smith, for God's sake. He's a Pro Bowl quarterback, and we have to go up against Geno, who obviously was that the quarterback that we drafted back in 2013. I mean, listen, the Seattle Seahawks are a good team, but they have not been playing good football as of late. It's very similar to the Jets. I'm pretty sure they have a very similar situation where they were 7-4 at one point. The Jets were 7-4 at one point, and now they're both at 7-8. So the Seahawks start off the season hot. The Jets start off the season hot, and now they're both going down. And they are both playing for a playoff spot. So this is going to be a very good game. I think that the key to the Jets is really just establishing a run game and protecting Mike White, allowing him to get efficiency on offense and moving the ball. I have confidence in our defense to be making enough plays to, hold the Seattle Seahawks offense from blowing, I mean, the Jets defense has not allowed anybody to go down the field and score a lot of points all season long. But I really think the X factor is going to be simple. Can this offense rally around Mike White? The offense has been the biggest reason why we were on a 4-game losing streak. We cannot score the touchdowns in the red zone. We cannot execute when we need to the most. We cannot close the doors in the fourth quarter. Outside of that Jaguars game, the 3 losses before that, we were in the game in the fourth quarter all the way to the last second. We were unable to squeak away the W, and it's really unfortunate because the reality of the situation is we're not winning the turnover battle. We're not winning in the trenches, and those are the 2 things that we really developed an identity early on in the year, which is why we were winning. We went on a 4-game winning streak. On that 4-game winning streak, we were dominating in the trenches. We were running down people's throats. We were forcing turnovers, getting interceptions, getting strip sacks, and now this team hasn't really been doing that as much as we would like. So against the Seattle Seahawks, man, this is a playoff game and a hostile environment in Seattle. The fans are going to be loud, and the Jets are, this season they've been better on the road at home. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, and this is it, man. 4 straight losses, and if you lose 5 in a row, I mean, that's it. Season's over. And all I've ever wanted, you guys heard me say this like a couple weeks ago, all I wanted is to go into week 18 with a chance for the playoffs, a chance to beat the Dolphins. And even if the Patriots beat the Dolphins this week and we have to beat the Dolphins and the Patriots have to lose at the same time, I want to be alive in week 18. I don't want to be mathematically eliminated by then. If we lose to the Dolphins in that win in your in game, okay, I'll deal with it. But I need to get into that situation where it's finally win in your in situation. And if you look at the BETUS line, it's very even. They have the Jets as a 1-point favorites, which I think is interesting. They got the Jets money line at -130, which I think is pretty cool. And I think that, when it comes to the point spread, it's really hard to bet on it in terms of it's really like a money line, right? You can't really bet Jets -1 if you don't think they're going to win by at least a couple points, And then the over-unders at 42.5. I can see this being a little low-scoring game than most people think, just because the Jets defense is getting their act together in terms of holding opponents' teams to less than their average total per game. And listen, I got the Jets winning because I got confidence in them. And if Mike White wasn't playing this game, I probably would think completely different about this game. But since Mike White's returning, he's cleared to play. He always felt like he could play since that Buffalo Bills game. But the reality was the doctors wasn't clearing him for contact. So it's not like he's been, injured or not being able to practice. So I got confidence in Mike White to pick up right where he left off, feeding Garrett Wilson the ball, spreading the ball to Corey, to Elijah, hopefully getting the run game established and our defense doing what they do. Sauce Gardner will have a big-time test against DK Metcalf. Quinnen Williams, let's see if he can get his 13th sack. He is dominating this season, and hopefully he's going to get extension in the offseason. But, yeah, man, that's my thoughts. I have the Jets winning this game 24-20 and 8-8 going into the Dolphins game.
My rooting interests on this game, because you guys play at 4:00, right?
Yeah.
Depending on the outcome of my game, which I know we will win, but if somehow by grace of God the Dolphins get let off the hook and Teddy Bridgewater turns into
he's real,
then I'll be rooting for the Jets because I cannot have the Dolphins in the playoffs. So I'll root against the Jets depending on the outcome of our game, which I know we will win, but just in case some crazy stuff happens, because it always does, then go Jets.
All right, let's go Jets. TD, you have us losing?
It don't matter because you're losing to us the next week after anyway.
No, but I want you to say that we're
in
losing.
this game, Richie, Mike White is gonna bring y'all to the promised land, and y'all gonna win.
Come on, you've been saying we're gonna win the last 4 weeks, and we lost all 4 of the games.
Well, you know what? Then Mike White is gonna bring you to the promised land, and you're gonna win. Then that's even better.
Damn it,
I
TD.
think you'll win. Zach Wilson was the reason why you've been losing. And I think y'all will win this time.
Okay,
y'all will beat Seattle. They're in a conundrum on whether they want to keep Geno Smith in the future or not. So he's gonna play good football. I just think that y'all defense will do enough against them. We'll see.
I appreciate that. And I hope you're freaking right because this defense, they gotta. Quentin Williams is feeling like, and Sauce Gardner has been the only one with their, head on their shoulders. So let's get the whole defense forcing turnovers. And one quick thing about this defense, when I'm talking to Jets fans real quick, we hold this defense all of a sudden at such a high standard where they have to be pitching shutouts and they have to be dominant to the point where we give up 17 points to the Jaguars. We had the worst game ever. We give up 13 points to the Lions. The defense sucks. Like, we have this weird thing now where we hold this team to a standard that this defense has to be pitching shutouts. Otherwise they're trash, right? We've on this 4-game losing streak, we're versing 4 great offenses, and all 4 of those offenses, the defense have let up way less than those offenses have been averaging points per game. So my point is the defense has been doing their job to an extent. It's been the offense that's been the issue. So Mike White's going to change that. So Dan, what you got in this game?
So this right here, man, I think that Mike White going back into your offense is going to reignite everything. I feel like that your team has been behind him from the second that Zach Wilson ended up having that post-game interview. I feel like that is their quarterback, and I have a feeling that they are about to go out there and absolutely put out a show. Love your defense, and so as much as Geno has had a good season, I really think that your defense is going to bring it home for you today. I have the Jets winning out. And so this entire season and getting in that 7th seed, like I said, and it's going to be thanks to your defense from there.
Sign me up, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, TD's muted and he knows it because you can't hear him.
Dan, stop. You know you're doing that intentionally, bro.
It's happening, man. It's happening.
You know it's possible, TD. You're scared.
It's
such a possibility.
It's happening.
It's such a possibility. And TD
I'll be glad to just beat the Patriots so we can be done with all this talk.
Bro, if that happens, bro, if the Jets squeak in the playoffs after this season, that would have been one of the biggest roller coaster seasons I've ever experienced in my life. And obviously I'll be on top of the world because, by the way, everybody, Jets had the longest playoff drought in the league by a long, long margin. So if we make the playoffs, I will be freaking ecstatic. Even if
that would make the Dolphins move up in the spot to 7.
Yeah, even if the Jets
why do they say Pittsburgh still has a chance? What's going on with that?
They do.
Oh, they need
us to lose out. They need everybody to lose, and they need
not necessarily because
they do because we have a tiebreaker over them too.
Yeah, the Jets have the tiebreaker over the Steelers.
Jets have a tiebreaker. We have a tiebreaker.
They don't need both of our teams to lose out.
Yeah, they do because you have a tiebreaker over them too.
No, because they would already be eliminated if they needed all of us to lose out, and we play each other, so there's still a path for them. Obviously,
no. The tie, a tie is their path.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They need 2 teams to tie, bro. That's not it. I mean, no.
Well, what I'm saying is, what 2 teams do they need tied though? Because that's
they need the Jets and the Dolphins to tie at the end of the season.
And did y'all lose to them or something, Richie?
No, they beat them. We beat them too.
It doesn't make sense why they're still alive.
It does because a W is more than
wait. Who's in their division?
The Ravens and the Bengals.
Bengals are going to win their division.
They're not winning that division, bro.
Well, I still don't understand why then.
The Raiders aren't the Raiders technically still alive too, Richie?
Who?
The Raiders. Aren't they technically still alive?
They're out now for that loss. Because it was Raiders Steelers, and if the Raiders won that game, they would have been alive. But since Steelers won, now they got the pass.
There's a possibility that everybody besides the Bills don't make the playoffs because if Jacksonville, there's a scenario, I can't remember what the scenario is, but it's a scenario where Jacksonville can get that 7th seed too.
Well, I think Jacksonville's going to win the division.
or Tennessee get the 7th seed. There's a scenario where all three of us don't make the playoffs. I can't think of it right now, but there is a scenario that
scenario is Dolphins losing out, the Patriots only beating Miami but losing the last week, and the Jets only beating Miami but losing this week, and those other teams winning. That's the scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which ain't happening. Right, guys? One of us are going to make it. Come on.
I don't even know why even the Raiders are still technically in it.
Somehow.
Well, they have the tiebreaker over us. I know
they
that.
freaking bench Derek Carr. Why the hell are they benching Carr if they're still alive? That makes sense.
Well, they had to bench Carr. They had to bench Carr because he's guaranteed $40 million next year if he goes on the injury report, and he's healthy right now, and they don't believe they're going to make it, obviously. So they're going to move on. That's indication they're moving on next year because they only got $5 million dead cap.
Future Jet.
And that's not a trade. They're going to cut him, and they only got $5 million dead cap. So whoever did his contract looked out for that team big time. They're not on the hook for Derek Carr at all.
Damn.
They did Derek Carr dirty though.
Sure. He's gone, bro. He's gonna get cut. That's almost a guarantee by them sitting him right now.
Born Raider, bro. Like he's done everything he can for that damn franchise, bro. And they do him dirty like that. That's why I said players gotta look out for themselves, man, when these contracts come up.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting because, like, the Jets fans, there's a lot of fans on the Jets side of things that want Derek Carr. Me personally, I would not really want Derek Carr, but I can see, and at the same time, it's like, wait, he is like a top 12, top 15 quarterback, and the Jets have had a bottom feeder quarterback my entire life. So it's like, I don't know. I'd rather them go elsewhere besides Derek Carr personally. But before we get into the Patriots and the Dolphins, let's get into the Super Chats real quick. Ismael says Josh might win both. I think he means the MVP and his Super Bowl. We'll see about that. Right? I don't know if you think
that ain't happening, bro.
I mean, he's not winning MVP.
Dan don't even think he winning MVP this year.
He's not winning MVP.
No.
Who wants to read this one?
My final donation for tonight. Love the Roundtable, especially Master at Work. Hope you guys in the chat have a great night. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Nice.
That's a loyal Steeler fan because y'all ain't shit.
Man, just give us $5.
Thank you, Tiger. We appreciate that big time. I don't know if there was another super chat. Let me just double check. Of course, we got to get to all the super chats. We appreciate all the donations. Another one. Dan doesn't want him to win MVP.
Dan believe in the MVP curse.
I do believe in the MVP curse. It's absolutely real. And so tell me the last MVP. And so raise
it was Kurt Warner, 99.
Yep.
I believe in it. It's true.
All right. So the moment we've all been waiting for. Before we hear from the two guys going after each other in this game, I want to quickly pull up the line on BETUS because I'm very curious what Vegas thinks is going to happen.
They know who the favorites are.
Oh, yeah. You sure about that?
Oh, I'm sure.
You sure? Because it's the Pats.
So the Patriots are 3-point favorites.
You're a lie. You're a lie, Richie.
In this game.
What, you're a lie.
I'm not lying, bro. Right,
you swear. I can't see. Hold on.
Yeah. Even on my
man, Vegas. Oh my God. Vegas is telling y'all they're giving you easy money to win, y'all. I can't believe that. Wow.
It's plus 135 for the Dolphins money line.
So TD, you want to go ahead and go your little soliloquy of delusion before I get into what I got to say about this game, bro? Go ahead, man. Just get it over with.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Dan, I'm going to give them the floor.
Do it.
AFC East fans all around the world, don't waste your time thinking that the Patriots actually have a chance to win this game. I know that the Dolphins have been down and out. We don't have our starting quarterback, but let's get one thing straight. It doesn't matter who it is on our roster, they better than Mac Jones. Don't think just because we lost Tua that Mac Jones all of a sudden got better. Everybody on our roster, Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson, is better than that bum Mac Jones. And my counterpart over here will be the first to tell you that if he want to admit it today. But listen, when it's all said and done, They defense is trash. I mean, they offense is just pure trash. It's the same reason why they only scored 7 points when we played them the first game of the season. He liked for you to think that they've gotten any better, but they've been absolute terrible all season. Their offense has always needed a spark from Zappy Fever, but Zappy ain't playing. Mac Jones is. Their receivers all banged up. They don't have nothing on that offense that's going to be able to put up enough points. And our pass rush is going to get at Mac Jones and destroy him. He's not a great thrower of the ball. He is not elite. He ain't that much different than Tua, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, even if we were to struggle, our offense is still better than theirs. We got way more weapons. We are a much better offense at the end of the day. And yeah, they got a good defense, but at the same token, our defense is going to do more to their offense than their defense is going to do to ours. And we all know that. He can boost them up because he hate us all he want. He can make it seem like they're going to win the game because he don't want us to make it. But X's and O's, everybody knows the Dolphins going to walk out with this victory. It's inevitable. We will end the Patriots season. We will be done with them. And we ain't got to put up with these false narratives anymore. And like the very own Patriot Park says, stop lying to these people. Patriots fans, y'all know what's about to happen. Stop lying to these people. It's the same reason y'all lost to us 4 or 5 times in a row. Do y'all realize they haven't beat us like 5 times in a row?
4. Get it right.
Okay, 4. But stop lying to these people, though. It's about to be 5. You cannot contend with this team because we are the better team with the better roster. Stop lying to these people. It's over for y'all. Y'all will be eliminated and we will advance. Get over it. All this hope out there. They win and they lose and they win and they lose. We're the only team that ain't saying if they lose and they lose and they lose. We just own our own destiny. We just taking care of our own business. So I ain't got much else to say. Y'all don't have nothing on your roster, bro, that can contend that we should be scared of. And you out here selling people false dreams just because you don't like us. Don't take the floor and go ahead and deliver your delusion, bro.
You know what a false dream is? A false dream is not making the damn playoffs in 23 seasons. I sat up here and told you 4 weeks ago what was going to happen to the Miami Dolphins, that they would go on an epic losing streak of not winning a single game the rest of the season. And what has happened since?
It ain't happened, though. It ain't the whole season.
I gave it your time, TD. I gave it your time. It's my turn, okay? I told y'all delusional Dolphins peasants 4 weeks ago what was going to happen. Go check my Twitter and look at the pinned tweet, bro. I got the receipts. I told you what was going to happen. Now, what we can debate is who's more trash. Is it the Dolphins or the Patriots? The fact of the matter is this. You Dolphins fans, you've been living this delusion for years. You've had more talent. You've had the better players. Hell, you went out and got a brand new coach and got a spanking new toy in Tyreek Hill, and you still can't get it together. Why is that? It's because you're cursed. You're cursed, and y'all just have to deal with it. Now, how we're going to beat you this game is because, number one, you don't have Tua, right? Tua's my daddy. I bow down to him. Right. I drink out of my CP cup with Tua, right? He's my daddy. That's all right. He can be my daddy, but he ain't playing this Sunday, and daddy ain't there to save you this Sunday, right? Because it's Teddy Bridge over troubled waters. You don't have a chance in hell beating us up in Foxborough. Not with Teddy Bridgewater. We've seen what he looked like earlier this season. Hell, can he even stay on the field? And then if he can't stay on the field, you're going to go to Skylar Thompson. Really, right. You think Belichick, as bad as we've been, because we have a good defense. I understand our offense is trash, but you honestly believe that Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson's supposed to scare me? Like, Dolphins fans, now you're moving the goalposts. Because first it's Tua is my daddy. We can't beat Tua. But now that Tua can't save you, now we can't beat Teddy Bridgewater. So which one is it?
You can't neither of them.
You haven't. You are the epitome of the worst franchise in the AFC. You are the Detroit Lions of the AFC. I don't believe a damn word y'all will ever say to me, because every year, every time I predict your downfall has been predicted. I am Master Domus. And there is no way in hell. Now, if you squeak by us, fair game, but you ain't beating the Jets. Either way, what can go wrong will go wrong. It doesn't matter what week it is. Those December Dolphins, those late season collapses, they happen on time. Even when Dan Marino was quarterback, y'all started 8-3 and missed the playoffs. Look it up. This is what your franchise is, bro. We can debate X's and O's and the running game versus the defense and McDaniel versus Belichick all we want. But at the end of the day, you're the Dolphins, and you don't scare nobody. You don't scare me, TD. Y'all are the trash organization run by the same trash owner, drafting the same trash quarterbacks every
then why
time.
Can't y'all beat us? Then why you can't beat us?
We beat y'all when it mattered. We beat you when it matters. And that's another thing, too. We beat you when the chips are on the table. Our only playoff appearance, we beat you. Right? So at the end of the day, Dolphins fans, there's really not much to say.
I ain't got, you know what, bro? I'm going to be honest. I ain't got much to say to you either. You just make sure next week you come on this show and you humble yourself and you apologize to me and you submit to Teddy Bridgewater.
And you do the same. And you do the same.
Who am I submitting to? Ain't no bum on that team worthy. That's why you're going to lose.
You're going to submit to the fact that your Dolphins still can't make the playoffs. That's what you submit to.
We're going to make the playoffs. Y'all live in this
That's another thing, TD. Why
4 games. First of all, hold on. Y'all act like y'all are the. You act like y'all San Francisco. You act like y'all the Chargers. You act like y'all are those teams we played that are all making the playoffs pretty much.
TD, even if you make the playoffs, do you honestly going to sit up? I know you're going to sit up here and tell lies and tell me how you have a chance against either the Chiefs or the Bills. That's who you'll be facing. Or even if it's the Bengals, it doesn't really matter. But you're going to sit up here and tell these people that if you make the playoffs, that you're going to go on this big upset and you're going to win a playoff game for the first time in 23 years. You're in purgatory. Your franchise is in purgatory because no matter how the season ends for you, whether it's Sunday, whether it's the following Sunday, or whether it's a wild card loss, you're still asking the same questions about your franchise. And all I know
is at the end of the day, this team is better than the Patriots, and that's all that matters.
You're not. I'm telling you,
this team is better than the Patriots. We continue to be better than y'all.
Continue. You didn't even need it.
You need Brady was y'all answer, and ever since him, y'all ain't even close to our status, man.
You went to the playoffs last season.
I don't even feel like arguing with you because you know you selling everybody some goods right now. You are lying. You are lying to people. You know deep down. You're lying because you know deep down inside y'all don't have a shot in the gun range of beating us.
Then why are we favored by Vegas? Why are we favored by Vegas?
Tyson, do you really believe y'all gonna win this game?
Bro, we're going to beat the brakes off of you Sunday, bro. The game's in Foxborough, in the cold weather, where Dolphins can't swim. You mean to tell me I'm like you act like this is the normal, bro? You are our bitches. We own you, bro. We own your franchise. You haven't won anything since George Bush.
Hey, I think
you are the president of the AFC conference.
Let me propose
Why don't you understand about that, bro?
Let's see a bet.
You haven't won anything.
We can't bet because he don't honor him. Don't forget, Richie. We don't mention the word bet when he's around. He don't honor him.
I've honored my bets. I just won't bow down to a cripple. That's the thing I won't. I refuse to bow down to a cripple.
He ain't honor his bet. I would never bet him until he honor his last bet. I don't need to bet. And that brings me back to the point that we bet before, and he was wrong, Richie. See how many times he ended up wrong? He's always wrong when it comes to Dolphins versus Patriots. Ever since this round started.
I've always been wrong when it comes to the Miami Dolphins.
No, the Patriots versus Dolphins ever since this Roundtable channel started.
Cam Newton, that's a lie. We were on the Roundtable when we beat you with Cam Newton.
The first one. Ever since
it doesn't matter. I was like that.
You've been wrong every single time. We got y'all number. Belichick can't beat us.
I cannot wait, bro. We gonna hold a funeral service for TD next week. We're gonna break our collective.
It's gonna be Belichick's funeral service. Y'all gonna be begging for Brady back.
I don't care about Tom Brady. You don't understand what my mission is. See, we're getting twisted here. You think my mission is
enjoying mediocrity. That's what your
mission
is,
right? TV thinks my mission is to make the playoffs so we can get blown out again, right? Because that's his mission. He wants to make the play. He just wants to make the playoffs because that's what because they haven't won anything for so long. I've already seen my team win everything there is to win. I can die happily knowing that my mission is to take you out. I don't care how we do it.
And guess what? Your team keeps failing. You failing your mission, bro.
How are we failing? We played.
You're trying to take us out 4 times in a row and you failed.
Even last year doesn't count, bro. The last game of the regular season didn't count because you were already eliminated.
You got swept.
Check yourselves out.
You got swept. And you're about to get swept again.
We let you sweep us.
You gonna let us this time?
About this game. This can go on for another hour.
Dan gonna hate. Yeah. He gonna hate on us. Dan been hating on the Dolphins all night.
Yeah, and that's not going to stop now, my friend. I have the Patriots winning this game for sure. I do have the Patriots winning this game just because
they're going to run another reverse Miami Miracle.
Well, and so the fact that Tua is not going to be out there, although that I still feel like that the Pats would have beaten Tua regardless, say that he was healthy minus the concussion. I mean, you really can't sleep on that defense. It's a well-coached team. When it comes down into defense, when it comes down into coaching, I just think the Pats have the edge here. I definitely don't see it being a blowout by any stretch of the imagination. Whatever the under is on BETUS, I would hands down take that. But for some reason, I just have a feeling that with Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson, whoever is taking snaps at any point during that game,
stay tuned.
It's just not going to be able to get past that pass rush, man. Like, that defense is still very, very good, and I think Mac Jones is just going to be able to make a few more extra plays than Teddy. So,
my God,
I do have the Patriots winning this game, man. I do. And so with Tua being out has not done you any favors. It's definitely Pats by 9, I'd say.
Dan, you're a hater, man. See, you did this crap last year. You just want to hop on their side because y'all scared of the Dolphins.
Listen, man, this entire season, I've been hearing it from you, bro. I've been hearing it from you, and like I said, I sat back.
He's been wrong all year long.
Ain't nobody been wrong.
Like, everyone's always like, Dan, like, why aren't you harder on TD? Because you know what? Your own takes do me justice.
No, don't worry. I got a nice little compilation of TD's takes from the beginning of week 1 to now. And trust me, they all wrong. All the way down to winning the division, making the playoffs. Tua is the MVP. Tua is the best quarterback in the division. Tua this, Tua that. Mike McDaniel this. Bro, you've been wrong on every account on this.
The only take that matters is we going to sweep the Patriots. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, my thoughts of this game.
Lose to the Jets and miss the playoffs anyway.
It ain't happening.
My thoughts of this game is it sickens me, but let's go Teddy Two Gloves. Because all I want is to have a win and you're in scenario for the Jets, baby. You win this game, Dolphins fans. You lose the next week. The Jets are freaking in. Well, the Jets got to win against the Seahawks first, right? But still, I cannot believe after all these this losing streak for the Jets, they still have an opportunity to somehow have a win and you're in week 18. That's all I ever wanted. So let's go Dolphins. I'm sorry, Tyson, but it's the best scenario for the Jets.
This is cool. It's cool.
Listen, bro, if we can get into week 18 in a win and you're in situation, bro, that's literally a playoff game.
Here comes some more delusion.
Oh my gosh. And give me, even if it's not Tua, which doesn't look like, we're going to hear all the same thing from Dolphins fans. Doesn't matter. Teddy's this, Skyler's that. And then if we beat you again, here we go. Well, you can't beat us with Tua. You didn't
That's
have
the same,
Tua.
bro. Richie, that's the excuse they're going to lose. They're going to use next week. I guarantee you if the Patriots win, their first thing they're going to go to is, well, we had a backup quarterback in there. It don't really count like that. And I guarantee you that's what TD going to do too. That's exactly what TD going to do.
I don't need to do it because we won't lose, bro. What are y'all talking about?
Well, you already said that you're going to do it. So you already got your excuse. I don't give a damn about y'all excuses because the Richie, you dealt with weeks of playing with you're playing with a backup quarterback right now.
We have 4 quarterbacks
playing this year. Have dealt with it when Mac Jones got hurt, right? And TD, you gonna have to deal with it again. So at the end of the day, you can act like you're bored and you're like this is such a given because the Dolphins are like the biggest lock of the in NFL history, right? Because they don't ever collapse in these games. They know what it's like to play January football, don't they, TD? TD, that's what the Dolphins do. They win these type of games, right? Because they've won these type of games every single season. Ain't that right, TD?
This year is different.
Bro, you say that every year. And you said it 4 weeks ago and we in the same position.
We got 2 weeks left and we're going to win out. This year is different. We will win.
You're a lost cause, bro. Listen, I wanted to be sympathetic to you, bro, but I'm going to dance on your grave next week, bro. I'm going to dance on you and your fan base's grave, bro. I'm going to piss on your grave. Because that's how pissed off y'all delusional Dolphins fans are every season, bro. When are y'all gonna learn your lesson? And then you want people to feel sorry for you. We deserve better as a fan base. We deserve a winner. We deserve an owner who cares. We deserve a quarterback. Y'all don't deserve shit. And that's why. Because y'all can never admit when you're wrong.
We're not wrong. We're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay. I'm
We'll
done.
see.
I can't
All right,
anymore.
that's it for the preview segment. We're getting into the super chats, and then we're going to get into all the Patreon members that have been patiently waiting down below. We appreciate all the support, guys. Chris, thank you for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you big time. Chris, thank you again. I think that was his second donation of the chat today. I think there's another one I got to get to. My apologies, guys. Malachi, another $5. We appreciate you, bro. The Bills are basically the AFC equivalent of the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. Regular season champs, but postseason scrubs. Oof. Dan's not here to rebuttal that.
He knows it. He knows it to be true. He ain't got a rebuttal.
Hey, Dan, get your ass over here. He's not here. Tony. Oh, there he is. Dan, people are coming at you.
Yo, what did they say?
They said that
Josh Allen trash.
that the Bills are the most overrated franchise of all time, and you suck.
And so where I was at, I was taking a shit, which was a metaphor of what I think about their opinion. So that's exactly where I was at. Yeah.
Tony, hard to believe controlling your own destiny when you've lost 4 straight. Probably would have a better chance depending on someone else. Yeah, Tony, we're in a similar boat. We don't control our own destiny as a Jets perspective because we need something else to happen.
He's
But
talking to us, though.
Dolphins, yeah, I know, because the Dolphins control their own destiny. If you win out, you're in. Malachi, again. TD, don't speak of my quarterback. Y'all wouldn't know a good quarterback if it smacked y'all in the face. Drafted Tua over Hurts and Herbert. Couldn't win a Super Bowl with Marino and are still in a quarterback purgatory. Eesh,
Beautiful. Thank you, Malachi. Tell him.
I can't wait till 4 o'clock.
That's another thing, TD. That's a question. How do you even know what a good quarterback looks like when you
No. You make sure you make your own little trolling video around 4 p.m. Sunday when it's over for y'all. Make sure
you guys play
make
at 4
sure
as well?
y'all. No, it'll be over at 4. Make sure y'all get Interstellar. How about that?
Hennessy, Tyson saying go Jets is music to my ears. Shout out Hennessy. That's my guy.
Cop out.
Say it again, TD.
Jets.
TD must stand for talking delusional. Hopefully the Dolphins find a genie bottle and beat the Pats. The Jets are currently canning tuna week 18. Jets 7 seed. Shout out the NY Bully. Let's go. The path is there. Dan sees the vision. Jets 7 seed. Jets in Kansas City. Or give me the Bills. I don't care. Just get me in the damn playoffs. That's all I care about. Let's go, baby. Mike White's back. The ribs are fractured, but they're still going to be out there.
Wait. Our game is at 4 o'clock?
No, it's at 1.
Oh, okay.
Jets are out at 4. All right, so that's it for the super chats for now. Thank you again, guys, for all the donations. We greatly appreciate that. We're going to get into the Patreon members, but before we do that, help us out. Can we get the 500 likes? We're at 462 with 819. If you already liked the video, we appreciate that. But if you have not already, please consider hitting that like button, guys. We really do appreciate
Hit the like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing.
It's free.
Really awesome way to support the channel. It's free of charge. And let's get into the Patreon members, baby, as we wrap up the show.
Oh, man, are they here?
Finally, we got Jimmy returning.
Jimmy,
Merry Christmas, everyone. I don't know what to say. I love you all, bro. Tyson.
Love you too, Jimmy Cassie.
Thank you for losing that Bengals game. You scanned me a little, but you snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. That was a great early Christmas gift for me, Christmas Eve. Now, TD, I also want to thank you because the Dolphins really made my Christmas with that wonderful loss. I love your QB to turn that ball over, and I'm sure you do too. Now, Dan Mitchell, congrats on winning the division. I needed to beat the Pats on Week 18. That would be a great late Christmas gift. So, Richie, thanks to Tyson and TD, our playoff hopes are still alive. All we have to do is win out, and we make the playoffs because I'm sure the Pats won't win against the Bills. Also, we got rid of our QB, and it's Mike White time, baby. We're about to turn up and smoke Seattle and hopefully Miami. And we blew out Miami with Zach Wilson under center. So, it's definitely possible.
100% possible.
Mike White, baby.
Look at us, Jimmy. We're here. Who would have thought?
But we haven't made the playoffs in 12 years, and we finally have the chance to just erase that playoff drought, turn it to 0.
Y'all deserve it.
Really exciting.
Jimmy, well, we appreciate you. I missed you these past couple of weeks, and Jets fans, we needed this type of hope, even if it leads to more disappointment. I don't even care anymore. We needed some type of optimism because after that Thursday night mess, it was all over. But now here we are, and we're back, and it all starts with us beating the Seahawks, okay? So, Jimmy, we appreciate the call, appreciate their profile picture. Hopefully you will see me doing that exact thing on Sunday on my stream.
Yeah, I got the Jets winning like 24-14.
Let's go.
And Sauce Gardner will lock down like Metcalf, and Woolen will get burned, and Garrett Wilson will like moss him for TD. And like after the game, Sauce Gardner will cement himself as a decoy and the best cornerback from the draft class. And whenever a Seahawks fan on Twitter says Woolen's better, we'll just show them this game, and they'll see that 100%. Sauce is better. The debate will be over.
To really put a stamp on all those debates that we got with that Seahawks fan base. Well, Jimmy, we appreciate the call as always. Let's go Jets, and we'll see you next week, my man.
Bye.
Peace out, Jimmy. And I forgot
And so did he just sneak in and I love you?
Yeah, he did. I love you too, Jimmy. And I do have to thank Tyson and TD for your Christmas present you gave the Jets fans, because that was really a big deal for us as a fan base. So thank you for that early Christmas present. Hey,
what's up, man? How you doing?
I have a question for you first. Have you missed one call in this week? I mean, this season?
No. I had something to do after one game. I don't remember what game it was, but I did miss one.
You are one of our most loyal Patreon members, and we appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. You guys are great. Even though I hate your teams, you guys are all great.
I hate your team too, but I love you, so it's all that matters.
Yes, sir. This week the Bills versus Bengals. A lot of people see it as a close game. I think the Bills should beat the Bengals. They're kind of a one-dimensional team. They have a pass game, but their run game is kind of lackluster. We should beat them quite handily. I said it last week. It's about the Bears too. People like the Bills can't stop the run. Like they're one-dimensional. They can't do anything. Like they can run, and we'll shut that down. And we did. They had 80 yards rushing. This week, the Bengals, all they can do is pass. We'll shut that down, and we'll beat them. The Patriots versus the Dolphins. I'm sorry, Dolphins, TD here. I'll look the stats for week 1 for you because you brought that up. Mac Jones was 21-30 for 213, 1 TD, 1 interception. Tua was 23-33 for 1 touchdown. They didn't do a damn thing. Tyreek Hill had 8 catches for 94 yards. Good job. And they put up 20 points on the Patriots with Tua. And now he's not there. You have Teddy Sad Bridgewater, who's going to be playing that game. And if he gets injured somehow, which I hope he doesn't because I don't want anybody to get hurt. But if you got Skyler going in there, who's a rookie, and Belichick eats them boys alive. He eats rookies alive. And he did it to Josh Allen's first year. He ate him alive.
He ain't do it to Tua his first year, so that's wrong.
Well, Tua's not playing, so who cares?
It don't matter. He don't do it, though. He don't do it to rookies.
But, yeah, he does. He does every
rookie.
No,
he don't. He did it to y'all bum rookie.
But he did to every rookie except Tua.
No, y'all, he did it to Josh Allen, that bum.
He was doing this right here. And he's putting on
he did it to y'all, that bum.
He should be putting on one of these.
Hey, man, 60 seconds is up. He going off
on one of these. He's putting on one of these and watching the game. He's going to sit there and watch the game like he should. And God rest, his career if he's smart, because He's got 3 concussions now in one season. Mitch Morse has like 6 in like 12, and he's about to call it a career. And I hope the best for him too. He's our center, but 6 in a career over 12 years is a lot. 3 in 1 year is way worse.
Oh.
So prayers for Tua, but you're gonna lose. Jets, the Seahawks game, I can't call it. That's a tough game. Gina's going in there with revenge on his mind. You've both been not playing great last few games, but that's a toss-up to me. So, good luck, because I'd rather see you guys in the playoffs than the Dolphins, because, Dolphins fans are freaking out of their minds.
Scared of us.
We ain't scared of y'all because y'all ain't making it. So how about that? And then the Patriots, if they make it, good luck to y'all too. But the Dolphins fans are just the worst. I used to think the Jets fans were the worst, but they're not. They're not. The Dolphins fans are way worse.
I warned y'all, bro. I warned y'all years ago about the Dolphins fans. Everybody thought I was being a hater, bro.
They say Josh is trash in the playoffs. There's like 14 touchdowns, 1 interception. And his 1 interception came in his first playoffs against the Texans. Since then, 14-0. Like, trash in the playoffs? What are you talking about? He's performed. The team hasn't, and now the team is complete. Except for Von Miller, but he wasn't here last year. But Tre'Davious White wasn't here last year either, and now Trey's back. So I'm not worried about us in the playoffs. We have a missing piece, but that piece wasn't here last year. We gained a piece that we were missing last year, so it's cool. I'm all right with it. Bills in playoffs. I'm not really concerned about what everybody else thinks about it, because you don't matter unless you make it. Good luck to the 3 of y'all, except the Finns, because the hell with y'all. But
all right. Well, we appreciate your takes as always, my man. And good luck to your Bills.
To hell with the Finns, B.
Monday night's going to be a big one. We appreciate you, bro. Hope you had a happy holidays and happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Peace out,
Go
my
Bills.
man.
Merry Christmas, my guy.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Hey.
LaSalle,
Look who it
what up, man?
Hey, Iwukasu. Iwukawasu, actually. Thank you to that guy that said you said it wrong. You got the Y, because the Y is for the S. But I also want to say thank you to Matt Driver, because I said a couple of weeks ago that the Finns didn't do anything with Dan Marino, who is one of the best quarterbacks, talent-wise, of all time. You couldn't even win with him. You guys couldn't even win with him. That's why I've been saying maybe you should look yourselves. But now I got to root for you. Here's what I'll say about that. If you guys don't win this game, then you can't look any Betty Bill or Jeff Van in the eye no more. Because if you're saying that, the Patriots are so bad, we're going to destroy them, like how you said about us, then if you win, okay, then you got to go to us. But if you lose, you are the laughing stock of this whole division. You are the laughing stock.
Oh.
You are the epitome of delusional. You are the Dallas Cowboys of this conference. The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
What can go on will go on.
Get him, baby.
What can go on will go on.
Let me cook up a scenario real quick. If the Jets win and the Patriots win, the Dolphins are in the basement. Am I right?
They are. They are, aren't they?
No.
They are. Because you didn't beat us. You didn't beat us, right? You guys are like, Skylar Thompson is going to beat you guys. Skylar Thompson is the next Tom Brady. And then once he beat you, he beat you.
Y'all laughing like that's gonna happen.
You beat us with backups. You beat us with backups, man. You beat us with backups, bro. Why are you taking this game so hard?
Bro, we appreciate the call. You bring the passion, you bring the fire, and we love you for that. We're going to get to the next caller, and hopefully, we see you next week. Wasu, when we're going up against the Dolphins for a win and you're in, man. Appreciate you, my man. Let's go Jets.
Hopefully. Let's go Jets.
Richie, we need to adhere to the 1 minute rule.
Hey, man, I'm the only one that's like, I need some help from you guys. Come on.
As long as they
Everybody
trash
wanna
the
jump
Dolphins, the 1-minute rule does not apply.
It's crazy to me. People jumping on
Dolphins
me like
gonna Dolphin.
they already
I know
won.
who
What
this
up,
is.
boys?
Here you go.
Yeah,
Love
TD
you.
want that 1 minute rule because he don't want to deal with me.
Oh, it goes
TD,
King
I
Allen.
do have to say, I think you need a Best Actor award for puffing out your chest today because on Christmas Eve, you was fucking the sky was falling. I was there. I was in your live chat just like I am now. You didn't even realize. Oh, we ain't going to the playoffs. Tua's trash. He's garbage. All this. And now you pumping out your chest, you're going to win, go undefeated the whole way? Get the fuck out of here.
Ooh.
Oh
What
my
he
god!
does, bro. He be lying to his people.
I'm not replying to nobody tonight.
TD's had
He's-
enough.
He's like he's like
He's
Moses.
a broken man. He's
Leading y'all
even
into the
more
wilderness.
broken when they lose this week.
He like Moses with the tablets,
We
bro.
just
Just
gotta
leading y'all
win
into the
this.
wilderness.
We just gotta win this game. I will admit, if the Dolphins don't make the playoffs, man, it's an epic low that I've never felt before, and y'all trying to put me in that place, and I'm staying away from it because we're gonna win, and I'm gonna keep faith. I'm not entertaining y'all tonight.
You were entertaining on Christmas.
I'm not. You
You
can
were
say whatever
entertaining
you
on
want.
Christmas.
I'm just
were
ready
You
to
didn't
tear
even
the
know you put me
Patriots
in your
up.
live chat.
I had your
You
stream
didn't
on
even
during
know.
Christmas, and I had all my uncles like, look, this is my guy TD. We have a round
I had
table.
TD on. I had TD on the big screen, bro. On YouTube TV.
It was one of the best Christmas gifts I got all year. Oh, he threw it to the guy. Oh, no! Oh,
We hit a
it was-
minute.
it was
It's a minute,
beautiful.
Richie. It's a minute, Richie.
All right. Well, TD's capping you, my man. Well, we appreciate the call.
It's okay. I understand. He can't deal with the heat.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
man. We
see in the
appreciate you,
playoffs
man.
when we beat you.
You got to make it first, buddy.
We will. We will.
Do me a favor,
many-
bro.
how many
Beat
years?
the Pats week 18 if the Pats beat the Dolphins, and then I love you. I love you, Bills. Okay, that's all I need.
I'm
from
rooting
you.
for you, Richie. You better make it.
I hope so. All right, bro. We appreciate it. They're coming for your throat. Well, we finally have someone on TD's side joining. What up, Kevin?
Kevin.
Yo, what's up, TD? Richie, Dan, what's up, man?
What's up,
going on,
man?
guys?
Good, bro.
What up, man?
Let me tell you guys how it's going to be. This is you need to stop lying as people, man, except for TD. Everybody else is lying as people right now. Y'all all lying as people.
Thank you.
For real. Let me tell
What
you
are
how
we
it's gonna
lying
be.
about?
Master, we're going to beat y'all for the 5th straight time.
Four.
Fifth.
Oh, yeah,
We already beat
Fifth.
you for.
5th. Let me tell how I'm confident of all you guys. I'm gonna offer something right now to all three of you guys. Except for TD. I'm confident that all three of you guys' teams are going to lose this weekend. I'm going to donate $300 to y'all's channel if any of y'all's team wins this weekend.
Man.
$300. Guaranteed on Wednesday.
Wait, so who has to win for this to happen?
Oh, check it out. It's like a
Anyone?
three-game part. It's like a three-game parlay. All right, check it out.
So pretty much
If-
either the Bills, the Patriots, or
If the
Jets.
Dolphins beat the Patriots, if the Seattle beats the Jets, and the Bengals beat the Bills, y'all owe me $300.
And the Dolphins beat the Patriots.
And if any of y'all teams win, I owe y'all $300 to the channel.
The only issue is, bro, we don't do debits on this channel. We don't do withdrawals. Only deposits.
No. I'm saying I'll donate to the channel $300. I'm saying to the channel.
I know.
Well,
But
we
they-
appreciate that, Kevin. Hopefully the Jets win.
And so I got away with one bet this year, man. Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
you know
I
what?
got you.
Okay. Pause.
Got my lucky start.
Pause.
I'm
Pause.
not gonna get any bet.
I will not congratulate the Buffalo Bills for winning the division because they trash, but I will give Dan Mitchell some props. He did go out on a limb on a really terrible, risky bet. He
Yeah.
put it on the line. I will give you that.
I put my
Them
cheeks on the
tattoos.
line, man.
And he actually won his bet. Gosh.
I figured
I
you
would've
guys
done it, too.
so confident with y'all's team's going to win. I figured y'all be confident to put your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
confident about the Jets, but I don't know, man. I see the Bengals beating the Bills, Dan. Come on.
And so the Bills and the Bengals is a toss-up, man. Like honestly, like I mean, I'm
Ain't
not
no
gonna
toss
put
up.
money on it.
Bengals about to drag y'all.
That's right.
I
That's
think
right.
the Bills are gonna win, but like I mean, I'm not putting any money on it.
And I got you guys. I want to say you guys have a good Happy New Year, man. I love you guys' show, and I'll be talking to y'all soon for sure.
Thank you,
Thank
Kevin.
All right, bro.
Appreciate
Thanks,
that.
homie.
Appreciate it, man.
Well, that was a
TD's
good
like
bet.
Deposits only. It's like deposits only.
Deposits only.
I believe in my squad. I don't know if I believe in you guys' squads.
Come on, let's get another Dolphin fan up here.
We do get another Dolphins fan. Thomas.
Thomas, what up, man?
Thomas going once. Thomas going twice. Thomas is gone. All right, we'll get him back in there if he rejoins. But look who decided to show up. He changed his name to Tua for MVP. Can anybody guess who I'm about to bring in?
Probably Buffalo Bills guy.
No.
Who changed his name?
Parks. It's Parks.
Dan's got it.
Parks.
TD. Where you going, TD, bro?
He's running away.
Where you going, TD, bro? How was your Christmas?
Don't
TD?
come up here. Don't come up here lying to these people, Parks.
TD, how was your Christmas, man?
It wasn't good, but you know what? A new year is upon us, and I'm waiting on New Year's.
The beautiful thing is New Year's, January 1st is when we play.
That's right. That's why I'm waiting on New Year's. That's all that matters.
TD, do you really believe that Teddy Bridgewater is going to beat us?
Parks, Christmas is in the past, and it's Teddy time.
TD, do you really believe Teddy Bridgewater is going to beat us, man? Let's be serious with this.
Do you believe he ain't? You know he is. Let's be serious. Don't lie to these people, Parks.
Come on now. Your season, the sky was just falling. King Allen just told you the sky was just falling on New Year, on Christmas Eve, and now you're going to beat us and make the playoffs. Stop lying to these people, TD. Come on now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Stop lying to these people. Come on now.
Parks, you did this last time we talked. You did this week 1.
You know, TD.
What happened? What happened?
TD, well, I can't do it for Tua because street clothes, aka street clothes, ain't playing. So we got to deal with Teddy Bridgewater. But TD, you are about to lose, and your season is over. Your season will be over. You know that, right?
The last time I heard this, you was talking to Richie.
Hey, don't bring me into this, Parks.
Is his season not over? How many games have they won since then?
Listen, Parks, I don't want to hear from you tonight, bro. Go
Why you
somewhere,
gotta
man.
be like that with me, TD? We're
I
cool. TD, we're cool. But cool. I think the Bills. I don't know what's wrong with Josh Allen right now, man. I don't know. He's been carried by the rest of the team. They should beat the Bengals because we supposed to beat the Bengals. The Jets, I hope you lose. I ain't finna lie to you. I hope you lose. I don't want to see you do nothing.
Yeah,
because that's the only chance we got. We need the Jets to lose too.
You need us to lose, and we need you to lose.
Exactly. So I hope you lose. TD,
just give me
your season is over. Your season is done. Your season is over. It's over with. Stop lying to these people. Stop lying to them. Richie, stop lying to about that y'all gonna make the playoffs. I seen your live screen too, Richie. Stop lying to them about y'all gonna make the playoffs. Now Mike White is back.
Hey, I'm gonna say that to our mathematically eliminated Parks.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell TD, Richie. Stop lying to these people, Richie. I'm gone, y'all, man. Y'all take it easy. TD, I hope you have a happy New Year, TD.
See you, Parks.
Oh my gosh, I didn't want to hear from him. Wow.
He's the man.
It feels good. I mean, he obviously had to say something about the Jets, but it feels good. It was the Jets are not versus the Patriots again until next year or something. Handle that anymore. Oh man. All right. Thomas is back and he's got his camera on this time. What up, Thomas?
Oh, look who it is.
Hey, can you hear me this time?
Y'all haven't won in a month, bro. Y'all haven't won since November.
Yeah, I know. It's been a bitch. Life's a bitch. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What you got, man?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, first of all, Master, I just need you to be silent for a second. I want to talk to Richie and Dan and TD.
What up, buddy?
We've all been in a slump for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Master at work gets I've got all these championships, so I get to talk all this shit. But the one thing he can't handle is losing. Now that he's losing, he has to pick on one team. He gets to pick on one team that he's threatened by, and that's the Dolphins. And he hates the Dolphins. And I'll tell you why he hates the Dolphins. Dan, you're a Buffalo fan.
Yeah.
Richie, you're a Jets fan.
Yes, sir.
Guess what? all the Patriots fans have disappeared since they started losing. They have disappeared. I believe Master at Work is a true Patriots fan, but his whole fan base is just gone. Just look at the chat earlier. That I'm talking now. Adults are talking.
No, bro, you ain't about to silence me, bro.
Look at the poll you took at the beginning. Who are you representing? 6%. 6%.
That's on the YouTube channel.
Patriots fans. Meanwhile, Buffalo's representing, Dolphins are representing, Jets are representing. Where are your fans at? Oh wait, they're in Tampa.
That's a lie.
That's where all your fans came from. Because
they
know.
Yeah, you guys had more
y'all
Packers
ain't nothing
in Miami. You guys had Packers fans. Packers fans were
your
selling out
coach is a bum, and you're trying to speak above me because that's all you can do. That's all you ever do, Master, is speak above the people that are trying to speak because that's all you have is your voice. That's all you got.
Skills too. I got that.
So we ain't talking to you right now. I'm talking to Dan.
Who is we, bro? Who is we? You and what army? You and your Dolphins crusade is going to come and get me? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
We'll take care of him this week, Tommy.
Here in a second.
We'll take care of him this week when we beat him.
Give him a second. He'll run out of steam. He might have something clever to say. Okay, he's done. So, anyways, Dan, congratulations on another AFC East championship.
Thank you.
Congratulate them bones.
Richie, I look forward to week 18.
Hoping for a win in your in scenario for both of us, Thomas.
Master, I know you wear the glasses to hide the tears, but, you know, just like the last 3 years, you're done.
You were winning Super Bowls, bum. Look, check out my channel. I was wearing the same shit when we were smacking y'all asses all around this goddamn division.
Oh, don't bring up GD here, man. Don't do that. That's
whoever I want.
No, I'm saying don't say GD on the channel, man. Come on.
I can say whatever I want. It's our channel. It's your channel.
Anywho, who's getting under your skin now?
Bro, I got
Dolphins fans because they're Dolphins fans.
Scare nobody, bro.
Whether we win or lose.
This is great.
Whether you win or lose, bro, you lose all the time. There is no win in Dolphin, bro. You haven't won in your lifetime. So don't they dare to whether we win or lose, bro. You're just lose. That's it. Your fan bases are full of losers, right? Your fan base don't even represent your own team in your own stadium. You have more Packers fans, okay? So what are you talking about, bro? Most of your fan base is not even from South Florida. Y'all are transplants. Transplants. That's what the Dolphins fan base is. A bunch of transplants from other states because their own home state team is trash. That's why you became a Dolphin fan. You ain't from South Florida. You got anything else to say?
Actually, I am from South Florida. I'm from Homestead, Florida.
I don't give a damn where you from, bro. Your fan base is trash.
My fan base is
all right.
Thomas, we'll take care of them on Sunday, bro.
All right, Thomas, we appreciate the call, my man. Always appreciate you defending your Fins, man.
Hey, he was trying to press TD's buttons. I'm just pressing them back.
Appreciate that, Thomas.
Your daddy.
Happy New Year, my man.
For your daddy.
We'll take care of him Sunday.
All right. Well, we always appreciate Thomas. We have 2 more callers to get through. We appreciate you guys being patient in the chat. We got the one and only Troy.
Hey,
His Bills.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on, man?
I'm on a different phone tonight, so I got the camera off, but I am not picking on anybody's team tonight. I'm going to say I do think that Miami's going to lose, but I want to say, TD, my prayers go out to Tua. I hope that he's okay. That was scary. He's a good man and a nice guy and doesn't deserve what he's getting, man. They shouldn't have even put him back in the game, I think, this year. Should have let him healed. I don't think he's fully healed at all, but I think because Tua's out, I do see New England kicking your booty. I'd like to see the Jets win this week, too. Be good for them. And we are going to beat Cincinnati. But I had a vision. If we could only beat Cincinnati once, and this year, I would rather lose this one and beat them in the playoffs than win this one and lose in the playoffs. So as long as we get in the playoffs and win those games, that's all that matters to me anymore.
You're right.
I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I really hope, TD, that Tua is okay. I sincerely mean that with the bottom of my heart, brother. That was scary. Real scary. And
Appreciate that, Troy.
good luck, everybody, man. We'll see you next week, man.
Thank you, Troy. Merry
Troy.
Christmas.
Bro.
Happy New Year,
Merry
my man.
Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, man.
Troy,
Oh,
take it easy on me, man.
see, that's Bills Mafia right there, man. Just
Oh my gosh, here we go.
All right.
warm-hearted.
The
Victory.
final guest of the show is going to be representing
The Jets.
no Miami faithful.
Mo.
That's right, Mo Skrilla.
Well, I've been waiting for this dude. You know why I've been waiting on Mo Skrilla? Because I heard you on another Dolphins fan panel, and I got the clip of it admitting that you've been lying this entire time you came up here. You never believed in Tua. You were just saying that to rep the Dolphins. Am I right?
Mo, you're muted. Can you hear us? Oh, well, it looks like Mo's not even
Oh, I
here.
guess that caught him off guard.
Mo, going one. Oh, there he is.
Okay, here I go.
There you are.
He came in yelling, man. My phone just went on mute because he was yelling so much.
No, what I was saying was I caught you on the Fanatics fan panel admitting that you've been lying this entire time, that you never believed in Tua to begin with. That you just been saying that because you're a Dolphins fan and he's your quarterback. Did you get that one?
Well, that's right. I'm supposed to believe in the man. He's my quarterback. That's
no, you've been lying. You don't believe in him. You've been lying to say that you believe in him.
I'm supposed to believe my quarterback. Wait, when I'm on this thing here, I got to defend my quarterback, and I'm going to defend my quarterback. So all that stuff that I'm talking about, I'm going to defend my quarterback. And what that man was talking about, he feels sorry for Tua. That was a hard fall. That wasn't no hard fall. The man just tripped over some grass. He'll be all right. Yeah, be all right. Suck it up. But anyway, y'all think we gonna lose to Mac Jones?
Oh my
God! Not losing to Mac Jones.
Hold on. You think we're gonna lose to Mac Jones?
Are we losing to Teddy Bridgewater?
Mac Jones who?
Teddy Bridgewater who?
Teddy Bridgewater gonna be the hometown hero, man. He from Miami. He gonna come back. He gonna show y'all real true fans what's going on. Yes, Miami do have we are that diverse city. We got a lot of people all over the world that come to our city that want to be rooting for their teams from New York and all over the place. But we still have a lot of Miami faithful in that stadium. So yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. You buy your ticket, you can say what you want to say when you buy your ticket. But we're not gonna lose no Mac Jones.
It ain't happening.
Oh, y'all don't know what's coming. Y'all think y'all are just shocked. I think y'all are so shocked because y'all are in this position to begin with that you don't see the end coming. You don't see the train coming right at you.
Well, we waiting on the train. Well, when the train comes, man, I'll be right on the train, man. Riding to our next destination, man. That's in the playoffs.
And then the playoffs.
That's the playoffs. I ain't worried about nothing else, man. We're gonna beat New England. We're gonna beat the Jets. Jets gonna lose Seattle. That's another hometown guy there. The quarterback for the Seattle. He from Miramar. We gonna beat the Jets for us. So we ain't worried about that. Then when Mike White come home for Mike White come home for a reunion, he'll get nervous because he home playing in Miami. He gonna get nervous. He gonna start throwing the
greatest
ball
game
over
of all
the place.
time. What do you mean nervous? It's going home. Homecoming, baby. Homecoming. Whole family watching. Historic.
Yeah, but we'll see though, man. But Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, brother. Appreciate you, Mo.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna steal my bro TTD, man.
He tried tonight, bro, but I ain't got no words. We're gonna put it on the field.
That's all, man. Put it on the field. Y'all take it easy. Hey, Dan, I'm not gonna congratulate you, Dan. You crazy?
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't, man. I figured that dog would.
You probably got
it's cool.
on
No,
your
man,
cheek.
it's cool.
You
I know,
probably got
man.
a
I
tattoo
escaped
on your
that.
cheek, man. I ain't gonna congratulate you.
I know, man. I escaped that. That was good.
All right, y'all take it easy, man. Be easy.
We'll see you, brother.
All right, man.
Later, man.
Peace out, Mo. Oh, what a way to finish off the show. Let's get through the super chats and let's wrap it all up. Connor, Dan, you think if the Bills find themselves in second seed before week 18. They rest starters to allow Pats to win to avoid play my Jets. Y'all scared of New York.
So you think if the Bills find themselves in the 2nd seed before week 18, the rest of the stars allow the Pats to win?
Like if you lose this week, Dan, the chances of the Raiders beating the Chiefs is so low that you should lose on purpose just so you can beat the brakes off of us for a second straight year in the wild card.
Yeah. So my thing is that say that the Bills do lose, like against Cincinnati at that point, I could definitely see us resting the starters. There's 2 scenarios.
Dan, don't do that to us.
So there's 2 scenarios. Number 1, we lose to the Bengals, then we're resting our starters. If by some miracle that Russell Wilson beats the Chiefs next week and we win, then we would rest our starters. So your best hope is for, and so us to win, and then so the Chiefs to win. That is
all right. Let's go Chiefs. Let's go Bills.
That's your only hope.
Do y'all see how pathetic? Do y'all see how pathetic this is? Why the Patriots can't just say we're gonna play y'all and beat y'all? See how pathetic
because
this is?
I can admit when my team is inferior to the best team in the division.
Pathetic. Dan, can you rest your starters? Give us a chance so the Dolphins don't get just pathetic.
I'll say this though: if the Jets win out and the Bills rest their damn starters for the Patriots to just squeak their ass in the playoffs, oh my gosh, that's gonna pain me.
And then we beat them in the wild card game.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it, Richie.
That evil laugh, I can't hear it anymore. The Pats are the only AFC East team not named Buffalo with a win in December. Bills 4-0. The others 1-11. Ugh, don't remind me, please. In August, I was like, come on, all I want this season is meaningful games in December. Well, guess what, Jets fans? We got it. And we're 0-4 in them. It sucks. We're 0-4 in our meaningful games in December. This is what I wanted. Are you kidding me? I asked this upon us. The hell with y'all. TD, we got this. Fins up.
I'm gonna tell you what the Patriots should do after we beat the brakes off the Dolphins and we play the Bills, no matter what it is. Dan, Judon should come out and say, if y'all don't rest your starters, I'm personally gonna take out Josh Allen. That's what we should threaten to take out Josh Allen if y'all don't rest him.
I would rather. Yeah. Just like put like a bounty system on. That's the last thing that we need.
Wow. Ismail says Fins ain't missed the playoffs yet, but we still know. All right. We'll see about that. I think this is the final super chat. The NY Bully with another $10 super chat. We appreciate, my man. Realistically, the Pats beat the Dolphins and lose to the Bills, finishing 8-9. The Dolphins go 0-2 over the next 2 weeks and finish 8-9. The Jets run the table, finishing 9-8, clinching that 7th seed. Oh my God! If this actually happens, that's all I ever wanted.
Yeah, I would be depressed.
Realistic scenario I see happening.
That is exactly the scenario I'd be for.
I would be depressed.
TD.
Listen, the Patriots might miss the playoffs, but at least TD's right here with me.
and then we'll actually be watching the playoffs together. We'll be previewing a Jets playoff game in this scenario on this channel. I would be giddy the entire time, guys. I don't even know if that is it.
I'd be giddy too. I'd be giddy just the fact that I don't got to talk about the Dolphins.
Well, the NY Bully, let's see that happen. We appreciate the $10. Tony, $5. Thank you so much, my man. Parks sends in the $5 super chat. I don't know what Thomas is talking about because I'm here and it's always going to be a Patriots world until I die. Parks, appreciate that. Love it.
Damn.
Tony, Master at work, going to be hearing Grandpa tell us again about the time the Patriots were relevant.
I mean, it's been I don't know, 1 year since we made the playoffs. We made it last year and 2 years before that. So maybe another 20 years. Maybe when we're in TD shoes, maybe then we can talk about that. So
Bills own Jets. Mike White in hospital permanently. Hey, Bills don't own crap because we beat you. If you swept our asses this year, all right, I can say the Bills own the Jets, but that didn't happen. So, first of all, thanks for hospitalizing our quarterback in the first place because that shit really ruined our season. But it's all good because that wraps up the show. Dan, take it away, man. Wrap it up for us.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in once again to another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. I say this every single week, but make sure you subscribe to all three of these guys individually. They do a great job putting out content about their respective teams. I'm a big fan of all three of them, and I think that you should certainly watch their stuff as well. It's always a great thing. Definitely a huge shout out right to the sponsors of this AFC East Roundtable today. We would not be here without them, as well as all the very generous people who send us so many donations via super chats. And then, of course, for all of you who smashed the like button, which I'm pretty sure each and every single one of you did.
Patreon members.
We won't even go from there. And then Patreon members as well.
Channel members, people that don't.
Same with channel members. So much to thank, man. Like right now, we are really flirting with 7,000 subscribers right now.
I know,
we're flirting
it's crazy.
with it. We're flirting with it right now. So hopefully we'll be able to get there.
In our first year on the channel too, man.
Yeah, dude, 7,000 just
less than 4 months, bro. It ain't even the
third year together, first year on this channel. It's pretty crazy how far we've come, man. Even though we all hate in the chat, we're all talking crap to each other, but this is an amazing community. And without you guys, this is not possible. So thank you. Thank you. Seriously. Shit's awesome.
Shout out to everybody in the chat that hate the Patriots, the Bills, and the Jets. Y'all the real MVP.
So just say Dolphins.
And I want to give a shout out to Dolphins fans. If you weren't so delusional every single season, I don't know what type of content I could be putting on this channel. You know what I mean? If it was Dolphins fans, you guys give me energy, bro. You guys give me energy to do what I do, to troll you. TD, I appreciate you for doing your live streams, and without you, I don't know what I'd do either, because you're the most entertaining streamer. So, and I gotta thank your football team too, because your football team does everything that you don't want them to do. Like they do the polar opposite of what you want them to do. So, I gotta shout out to the Dolphins football team too, and shout out to that Dolphin that when I was a little kid did that little thing at SeaWorld that made me hate the Dolphins in the first place.
I love that.
Oh,
violated you.
All right. Well, guys, again, we appreciate all the love. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and enjoy your New Year's this weekend. And hopefully next week we got even more things at stake with the play-in game for the Jets and the Dolphins, potentially the Patriots, maybe going out there making the playoffs of their own. So we'll see. Next week.
Richie. We never said it enough on this channel, and we should have been announcing it. I feel like this is the first time we've streamed, and we didn't say this enough. Josh Allen is trash, okay? Let's make sure we get that out there. Let's not forget the mission of this channel to let the world know that Josh Allen is trash, and he gonna show y'all he gonna show you versus the Bengals this week. That's all. We'll see you next week.
Man, he's about to show out. We'll see.
Oh my gosh! All right, man. That wraps it up here. This is our longest stream yet, so hope you guys
catch us on Friday too. I think me and TD and I got Patriots Global. I think he's down, and I don't know if Nikki Smokes is down, but we'll find out.
We're gonna have some Dolphin creators coming through Friday.
Let's go. Stay tuned on Friday.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. Like Friday, catch me and TD on the stream. So
let's go. See you guys then. Peace.
Josh Allen trash. We finna win this week.